And welcome back to the Temporal Tower, where last session the Kiasters began to uncover some more strange mysteries. I believe this time heading into the seance room, where Sinali was able to contact some old friends of hers. Seems as though Sinali's dark past involved several captors, wizards, who were forcing her to do something, and or some terrible accident happened to them. Regardless, I think the information you got is that they begged for mercy and Sinali did not let them have it. They hope that they are suffering and enduring some painful afterlife. And this has been dubbed the tower, at least the location was. So this is presumably a tower mage.
Specifically in the group he was part of, that was his title.
The tower, got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they're named after each of the major arcana in the tarot deck.
I see.
There's a few of them.
There we go then. Cool. Nice. All right, well. Sinali had escaped, but they seemed to have vowed vengeance on the others, and they said that they were looking forward to going back and exacting their revenge. Meanwhile, Candlewick was giving you signals, Eirina, that they were kind of urging you to do something. Effectively, they wanted to talk with you, and rather than do that through the normal means, they had Jit cast the Speak with Dead spell, but again, this chamber specifically connects you to the kind of limbo-like realm where spirits go wandering, sort of a shadow realm, so to speak. And it's then that Candlewick began to sort of spell out and explain what he used to be. He used to be a guiding light, a kind of sort of ferryman of the dead type figure, guiding souls to their final resting place or destinations. And for however long they did this, it was a thankless job, and eventually they wanted out. And when they skirted their duty and tried to be free, their light was snuffed out. They became this shadowy entity known as Candlewick. The time after that, pretty much, probably was when they got... Actually, I won't say everything. You can ask Candlewick yourself. All you need to know is that he still feels some sense of duty to guiding the dead, at least the lost ones. So, although they're enjoying their newfound freedom, it's maybe something that pulls them back, and they know someone's going to have to fulfill this role eventually. And you were theorizing the idea that maybe this is a timeline when Terrig actually takes on that role. They are a neutral arbiter, after all, and they have the power to really go back and forth in time. Seems like the fitting position for him to fill. Anyway, after that, Eirina sort of stated that they would want to talk to Candlewick more about this at some point. And yeah, also Llyvelin hosted a lesson all about deflecting magic. And it seemed as though Mox was able to perhaps help you upgrade that and make it more flexible, make it more useful than what it currently is. Other than that, you've kind of begun, each of you, to set up effectively a goal, a long-term goal that you could accomplish here within the tower. So as years go by, it'll be assumed that that's what you're doing, that's what you're working on. So consider this perhaps one of the last sessions before we do that time skip. Is there anything else you wish to say that your character's going to be doing or looking to achieve over the course of those next few years?
I mean, Karius obviously wants to create some new spells to assist in his goals for the future in regards to the primordial, and also just come up with some new spells in general, because this seems to be the place for that. They're obviously trying to tap into their cleric-y side a bit more. They're going to be repairing books. They're going to be generally helping keep things maintained. Anything else that he'll be doing? He kind of wants to see if he can race the griffins and beat them in a race, even though they should move faster than he does, but he's determined to try to find a way. Or maybe just teach them some cool acrobatic maneuvers. After all, he grew up in that part of the world. He's probably seen how the Guardian Guard and stuff maneuver on patrols and stuff, so he'd at least be able to advise in that capacity.
That's pretty good. Okay, you can also say that you'll be giving some opportunities for Setara to practice their riding.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you could like race Setara as she's learning to mount these griffins.
Yeah. And if she's not confident in flying initially on the griffins, I can even just lend the glaive to them as a sort of like initial, almost like training wheels. Like, this is something fully in your control versus something that has a mind of its own.
Yeah, okay, I like that. All right, so creating spells, helping ride Griffin Tame. What about, by the way, just bear in mind your other characters also can have those long-term goals as well.
Yeah, I mean, Sinali would probably, other than trying to extricate more information over the time from the tower about the location and possibly any other information she can get about the other parts of the group, would potentially be looking to see if she can learn more about where her powers come from, because even she's not fully aware, and it seems to terrify the tower. So that seems like something that if she wants to inflict the most fear and pain, if it's able to terrify one of them, if she can learn more, perhaps she can terrify them even more.
Yes, it did seem as though the tower was questioning continuously how impossible. It seemed to be in complete disbelief, maybe not just that you're still alive, but also specifically that power that you manifested. Okay, cool. All right, so discovering the origin of your power. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and of course for Melk, they'll be training their gun in order so that they can cast magic.
Yep.
I think that's going to be a long process.
Yeah, it's basically re-speccing all of his levels into another class, in essence, I guess. Almost.
Yep. All right, perfect. And then what about you, Llyvelin and Krag? What would they be up to in this long stretch?
So Llyvelin would carry on trying to teach the others and seeing how many of those that were on board for the spell reflection to just keep teaching him and learn himself how to be a teacher, be more in tune with how his dad was, maybe get some pointers of how he was with Eirina. He probably would visit here, the seance, at one point when there's no one about to cast Speak with Dead and sort of see if he can contact his brothers or mother, but like with the hopes that nothing will come of it, meaning they might have probably have moved on, which would be a good thing in his eyes. And
okay. Yeah, they did die pretty painfully gruesome deaths.
yeah,
Um,
but whether there'd be something behind it, there's whether they held on or not, or whether they passed on regardless, he wouldn't know, but he would hope. And other than that, probably helping Eirina out with any scrolls she needed or stuff like that.
okay.
Weirdly, I
have a talk with Eric, who asked about the portion list that he still hasn't completed. Like, he's got a majority of it, but there's certain things where it's like, if anywhere has these components, it's probably going to be here. But there are some where it's like names of something or some creature, but killed by another, and he's uncertain as to what that might mean. Which is what like the Tan got him the information of, because that's what was missing previously.
Right. Yeah. There are some strange specificities to that. In that something killed by something is very unique.
Unique. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I don't know how many you'll have allowed me to make, but probably some more sending spells for Eirina and some more Speak with Dead. As many as she might need as we're going over the years.
What scrolls?
Yeah.
Okay. So
obviously, in game she hasn't actually had the conversation yet, but if we're talking like over the period of years, she may have, and she might need more. And when it comes to talking with Candlewick, she'll probably need some Speak with Dead.
Okay, so you can create spell scrolls over this downtime period. This is actually a great opportunity for those types of things, because Eirina's crafting an item, and that takes a lot of time, and so do scrolls. So, what level scrolls was it you wanted to make? Like, you said sending.
Yeah, but that's down of if Eirina's used the first one yet, needs more, which is dependent on Steph. And then I assume that probably spoken to Candlewick a few times. Sending, if need be, would be... Which one is that?
It's third level.
Third level.
So it'd take 500 gold normally to create a scroll of sending.
Is it 500?
Yeah.
I thought it was...
For a third level, yeah.
Yeah, and then half as much for Speak with Dead because it's Necromancer.
So for that, you wouldn't need to worry about creating a scroll of it unless you want it for later. You can use them. You can use Speak with Dead in this room. So creating a scroll is for the express purpose of being like using it remotely for somewhere else, right?
Well, it wasn't for me to use, is it? It's for her to use.
For someone else. Yeah. Okay.
Because I think she wanted to have talks with Candlewick, but not out in the open.
Got it. Okay.
if I remember last session correctly. And
Sendings for Porky and Speak with Deads for
Candlewick.
Candlewick. Right. Hmm. Well, you wouldn't have to worry about the Speak with Dead ones. If it's privacy you wanted, Eirina, you can ask everyone to leave, or just simply wait for a time when no one else is in here. That way well, you'd need someone to at least cast it, but I'm sure Jit can cast it for you and then simply walk away.
Or Llyvelin could and then walk away.
Yeah, precisely, yeah. Okay. Right. God, I need to make some notes for all these goals, if that's the case.
So then with the send, it just depends on if she built up the courage to use the first one and if she needs any more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then other than that, it's just
Okay.
asking Terrig about the potion list.
Got it. Okay.
For Krag, it would be him leveling up and trying to learn, because he wouldn't have known Death Ward was something he could do because he's never got up to that point. But he is, as chaotic and crazy he is, and like shocks people upon meeting them and whatnot. He's very much in the mind of protecting and healing people. Taking care of people is something he likes. And then maybe learning about angels, if there's any knowledge on them. Not that he's good at learning or not, but more like asking people information on rather than going to the book.
Okay. Got it. All right, then, cool. I will make a note of that real quick. He is learning under Terrig, effectively.
Yeah.
Mostly protective spells.
Which is weird, because that's what Llyvelin came here to.
It's
Instead,
true. And
spending all
yeah,
his time with Krag instead.
and instead Llyvelin finds himself teaching more than he is learning, which is interesting because, well, teaching is a form of learning, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. What about you, Steph?
I think we've established the crafting of magical item.
Mm-hmm.
Bettering the bond with Candlewick. Really been a lot of miscommunication in the past, so she'd probably spend a lot of time in the Ouija board room. In total honesty, Eirina probably becomes kind of a bit of a recluse, to the point of like hermit. Yeah, as I said, it's the connection between her and Candlewick, trying to figure out if Terrig really is the best fit, because of course she doesn't know him at all, really. She only knows sort of like what Malone has said, and her experience with him so far hasn't been her favourite. But at the end of the day, it's not her choice, it's Candlewick's. So otherwise just sort of, honing her own skills and studying.
Got it. Okay.
And Kirstie is back
Then,
now.
hey, all right.
Hello.
Okay. Getting to know Terrig. Now, what about Elsie?
Elsie's entire purpose of sort of coming here is she's reached sort of an age where no school will accept her, but she feels like she's wasted her youth, as it were. So she wants to study time. But
she's lived
not
a good 100
necessarily-
years. Hundreds
she's
of years
around
even.
forever. Like, we don't know how old she
Yeah.
is. She's old. She wants to make up for all the years that she did nothing with her life. So she wants to get to the point where she can go and have an adventure and be, you know, she can help people or join an adventuring party. You know, she's kind of excited, especially now that like she's met the Kiasters and like this fully fledged like adventuring group, and it's kind of given her the sort of the wind in her sails to try and learn everything she can.
Okay. But more than anything, she actually wants to go on an adventure.
Yes.
Mm.
She feels like
Which
she's wasted
actually-
all her years, basically.
Yeah, which is interesting because that would mean leaving the tower.
Yeah, she wants to reach a point where she is able to manage her own, like hold her own on an adventure.
Hmm. But does she want to go on it with another group or with other people? Or does she
Yeah,
want...
she wants an adventuring party. She wants the adventure.
Yep.
She doesn't want to do it by herself. She wants that group of
Yeah,
friends that she can share it with.
Interesting. Cool. All right. That sounds fun. We can look forward to maybe doing that. We'll see. We'll see if we can fit a side gig in for Elsie. Okay. Perfect. So, that brings us to Andy. So the questions I'm asking it, the group one by one, is this will be effectively what I imagine will be like the last session before we do a time skip. So we're just getting everything lined out, like what each character is going to be doing during that time. And obviously you've got like, you know, people are studying or they're creating scrolls or magic items. What about Andy? What would they be doing in that long period of time?
Well, imagine apart from getting rather miffed at being cooped up in one location for so long, 'cause let's face it, she's lived most of her life outdoors.
It's true.
Probably, I would imagine, after kind of like figuring out she can actually create magic from music, she actually wants to know how that actually works. Her curiosity is piqued now.
Ooh.
She almost is like how far can I actually take it? And sort of like she wants to see if maybe eventually could she even create her own magical instrument.
Music instrument of the bard sort of thing. Yeah, okay.
Because of course hers has been created imbued with magic. She's like, what if I could do that myself? You know, and leave almost like a legacy of my own sort of thing. And of course, teaching anyone who wants to learn how to play music as well on the side, like a little club.
Yeah, like Krag.
Yeah.
Okay. So teaching Krag. Then create your own instrument of the bards.
So we could create
Sweet.
like the
Okay.
Andalee violin.
Or
Yeah,
And just
or-
add that to the
maybe
list.
decide to go for something
Or
different.
jingle plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jingle
Good.
play.
Why not? You could learn a new instrument while you're here. That's true.
You could learn the bagpipes from.
Oh God.
We do not need more bagpipes.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
Gonna cast silence on him. Okay, right. And then Setara, we've got them down as they'll be learning to griffin ride. But what about the other goals in mind?
I mean, Setara's an odd one. So she doesn't necessarily seem to have a goal. She seems quite content with being in this tower with all this font of knowledge around her. But I suppose as time goes on, she'll probably start wondering, well, what happens when I've read all these books?
That's what I'm thinking too. I was about to ask that. I was going to ask, what happens when you've read every single book?
Because, yeah,
More books.
she likes to learn. She clearly likes to learn. I would imagine over time she will get friendlier with everyone else as she gets to know them. It almost takes her a bit of time to start opening up.
Okay.
And I think she would almost start to admit more about herself in that process. So for her, it's almost like a personal journey of growth.
Yeah.
Rather than a magical one, I would find.
Gotcha.
So she's
Suppose...
almost coming out of her shell.
Right, yeah. And kind of the opposite to Andy in a way, because they're comfortable being all cooped up versus Andy wants to get outside.
Andy's very much like, she's used to moving around and being outside and going on adventures and making mischief, and now she's in this tower that she can't leave.
I'm sure she'll get up to mischief,
regardless. She'll get up to mischief, sure, but I think she probably starts realising what the feeling of claustrophobia can be like.
Okay.
In comparison. Whereas Setara, the thought of going outside almost gives her that fear.
I see.
Is it agoraphobic?
Agoraphobic.
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 That's what my sister has,
yeah. I suppose in terms of exploring somewhere different, if they feel a bit cooped up, I mean, one of the things Karius probably would want to do is go back down the well and into basically what he believes is the water plane, so it's pretty open there if you wanted to join Karius there, as you have the nexus of adaptation, so you wouldn't have to worry about drowning.
Yeah, that's true. She's like, screw it, I need an adventure!
You're going on an underwater adventure. Okay. Yep. Cool, alright, I'll make a note of that. That's actually a really cool idea. Underwater adventure.
I mean, we could even take Elsie if she wants like a minor adventure. I guess someone lent her a necklace of adaptation.
She would be all for that.
She could probably cast her own turn
into an animal that can swim.
Yeah, true. She just might have to leave some of her animals behind for safety, but she might make new friends, like sea slug maybe or something.
Okay.
I don't know why that was the first one that came to mind. Or a crab.
Oh my god. Unless, of course, you
Krag.
simply learn there's a very easy way. Oh my god, there's a super easy way to do this. You can prepare a spell called Air Bubble as a druid. And Air Bubble creates a little spectral globe around the head.
Oh my god, you can do it on the animals.
You could put a little air bubble around your snail and spider.
Derek and Anastasia can come on an adventure.
Yeah. Underwater.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's so funny though.
She needs to pick up another animal that needs to have its name begin with the letter B, because then she's got A, B, C, D, and E. I know she needs to C as well.
Cindy the crab.
Oh my god, yeah. Krusty Krab.
Llyvelin could lend you his crow.
I always forget you have a crow.
Yeah.
Do too.
I can't remember if it was a crow or a raven.
Yeah, it can technically be either. It's familiar.
Yeah.
Alright, well. Definitely got my work cut out for me for making all of these things.
It is hard to bring out a familiar when you already have a book that acts like a familiar.
Yeah. I mean, Karius could actually potentially just take people like underwater excursions down there, not even necessarily just adventures, like just to see certain fish, like for people to study, like, hey, that's what his name fish.
You saying that, here you go. Here's something that Karius could do to try and get Setara out her shell. See if he can encourage her to come on a little excursion, because she can wild shape.
Yeah?
Hmm,
Yeah, I'd be for that. Yeah.
Okay.
And Karius is at least somewhat charismatic. He's a sorcerer.
Exactly. He might be able to get her out of her shell enough that she would agree to come with him.
Yeah.
Karius
Yep. I just need to play on the idea of it's for learning.
Yeah, you know, test out a wild shape and all that lot.
Yeah. And applying what she's learned as well.
Yeah.
I could see that. That could be fun. Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right then. Let's make a note of that as well.
Yeah.
Karius. Wait, where is it? Oh yeah.
Karius Aquatic Expeditions.
That helps Setara.
It's his
Okay, I like that.
help them out of their shell, and for some reason I'm now imagining when they wild shape they turn into a hermit crab.
Yes! Oh my god, I love it!
Figuratively and
Yeah, exactly.
physically. Okay, love it. All right. Then, okay, with all of these, I think going off the back of last session, I think let's start with Eirina and Candlewick. Perhaps you want to spend a little more time just trying to locate the location of the tower, Sinali. But after that, you're like,
Yeah.
you're kind of like you were bargaining with them when you were trying to like,
Yeah. I was trying to find the location of the other members of the group because they're not. The tower was basically just one of their facilities, so looking for the others around.
Does Sinali know where the tower is?
The tower itself,
The physical location.
it might.
If not, then that would be something of a bargaining chip they would have.
It would be, definitely would be useful to know because when she left there, she probably wouldn't have exactly been making a note of it. And it's basically, think of a tower, but it's underground. So it's like an upside down tower.
I have got it very much pictured in my head. In fact, one could say I even have a map for it. But let's see. Asking the tower then, right? So how does Sinali pose this question? What do they ask them? The spirit's still here.
Yeah.
Still terrified of you.
You see, Mr. Tower, I've been feeling a little homesick, and I think there might be some more fun information back where I came from, so could you give me the address? I'll make sure to pick up your mail.
The tower begins spelling out some words. Okay, so they're gonna
BHP.
say,
Oh, no. That's what it was about.
Need HP. Need hit points. They will probably say, and it will just basically say there's nothing left there for you.
Oh, I suppose I did kill most of the people there when I was last there. But I imagined you would have at least left some, I don't know, maybe some storage crystals of information, some research notes. Or are you saying your little buddy, the Hierophant, picked them all up before I killed you?
It's repeats back the crystals, of course.
Yes, lots of crystals.
That's what happened to you, isn't it?
They were certainly part of it, yes.
It says, I need to know what happened to you.
Well, I suppose if you're going to give me some of the information I want, I suppose I can fill in a few of the blanks for you. We'll consider it story time between friends, yes?
Yes.
Well,
They repeat.
you see, you got all of us lovely little indentured servants, as you like to call us, to harvest all those lovely crystals for you, which, as we both know, contained a certain amount of magical properties. I tried to learn from those properties, grinding up bits of the stone where I could, swallowing the crystal dust, and trying to infuse myself with that magic. And then, yes, how else am I going to get dust into my bloodstream? Wasn't going to cut myself open, though I did have plenty of cuts, so probably some got in that way. In fact, I would imagine plenty of the others, if they'd been left alive long enough, might have developed similar powers to me.
You see, they begin to say, we tested that. No one who ingested it survived.
Well, neither did I, technically. But...
Oh, right. I forgot that part.
Yes, but you and your lovely friends enjoyed so much punishing me for what you saw as theft. And then you dumped me with all the refuse. Probably some reject crystals there, maybe. I don't know, maybe there was enough of a... what's the word? Enough of a build-up to unlock something. But... or perhaps it was the fact I lost my eye. And that opened my eye to all new possibilities. Why, yes. And at this point, anyone who hasn't noticed would notice that Sinali has had one of her eyes shut the entire time that you have seen her. Her left eye is being perpetually shut.
So, they ask, if I tell you where the others are, is all you want just revenge? Their deaths?
Well, their death and what leads up to them. After all, it's no fun breaking a toy if you don't get to play with them first. I think your screams have been my favorite lullaby I've ever heard, so I wonder what theirs will be like.
It says, I can't tell you where they are if you just plan to kill them.
And what would you like me to do to them? Give them a big kiss? Play nice?
But your power intrigues me.
Ah, so what you'd like me to do is you're not too bothered about me killing them, but you want, as part of that, me to learn more about where my power comes from so I can explain it to you. Put your mind at rest.
Says, I can't imagine you know any more than I do.
No, but I've seen my eye in the mirror. You haven't. Well, you might have seen it a bit the moment that you died, I suppose. Or perhaps you just saw the black tears.
It says, maybe we can recreate the anomaly.
An interesting proposal. But why would that interest me? Or is this just to sate your own curiosity?
Because to attempt that, you would need to go back.
Ah. And it seems we
Collect
have
more crystals.
Then it seems we have a bargain then. I'll go back, I'll collect some crystals and see if I can learn a bit more. And let you know the outcome.
Says, I doubt the facility is still in its, or as you remember it. It's likely that the others have come and performed some kind of salvage mission. However, as one of the miners, you might have a better chance at finding any remaining crystals.
Yes. Yes, they did always call out to me. It was quite good. Especially when I began using them. Well, trying to use them. Made it easier.
Call
Yes.
out a question.
Yes. A whisper.
They aren't.
Or perhaps just... Maybe I imagined it, but once I began to ingest and try to harness their power, I found it easier to find them.
They say we were sure there was no sentience.
Perhaps you just weren't listening in the right way, or perhaps they just didn't like you. I mean, who would?
Your account contradicts our findings. This, and it just says, like, this rabbit hole goes deeper.
Oh. I suppose you best call me Alice then, because I'm going to go all the way down that rabbit hole. But I don't think I'll
Very
find
well.
any wonders down there.
the rabbit hole you seek is located ... let me just check the old map of Midra. Oh boy. Okay. This was a top secret facility
Yeah.
underground, so really could be physically anywhere.
Yeah,
Doesn't
pretty much anywhere, yeah.
That said, what entrance to the Underdark gets you closest? That is what's interesting. I think probably the crevasse above Umbridge makes most sense.
It also might make a certain amount of sense because they might have got magical supplies from Thumbridge in order to help with like the excavations and research, possibly, because obviously Thumbridge is like that magic techie sort of place, isn't it? Or the closest to it.
Okay.
In fact,
I'm gonna say then
perhaps one of these ruins might be the very top of the tower, like the little like that looks like a normal building from the outside, but is something much more on the inside. But I don't know. I don't know where you've got it planned. But
I've got a perfect plan for it. So they say Thumbridge will get you close. However, if you wish to go truly deep, let me find the... Wow, there's a lot here. Never under... Aha, okay. So, they say descend the crevasse. There you will find strange black roots. They tear through the earth. They are like spires or spikes. They have destroyed many caverns, collapsed entire mountains, but they seem to be reaching towards something. Follow the Grendel roots grasp.
That seems like a good direction to me, and that will take me back home again.
Yep, that's what it says, at least.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Tower. I always knew you had a use. Oh, maybe I should have kept you alive for a bit longer. Well, we learn from our mistakes.
It says, when you return, we will discuss your findings.
That makes sense to me. Let's see if if I don't like what I find, then I'll truly open your eyes by opening mine.
It says, together we can learn more about your power.
Yes.
And they also say, actually, you can give me I guess it would be an intelligence check as well.
Yeah, that's not the greatest one for them. They are not
It's not.
smart. Yep.
Okay. It seems Sinali is mostly focused on these goals that are being presented in front of them, but you're not sure what else the location of the tower could provide.
Yeah.
We'll see when we get there, and you have no idea what this Grendel route is. You barely remember escaping,
Yeah.
but they've given you enough of a direction that at least you don't need to like go left at the service tunnel, then take a 300-foot mine shaft down. Like, it's going to be
Yeah.
a continuous thing that effectively will just guide you to a signpost, sort of. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. With that, the what's it called? Plectrum? Fuck, what's it called? the thing in Seance. Nope. It's leaving me high and dry.
I can't remember what
it's
it's called.
Like a plectrum,
It's-
but that's for like guitars and stuff.
Plank something. No, no one's.
No.
No one knows.
Planchette.
Planchette. That's
There you
it.
go.
My God, Jesus, my mind just stalled.
Yeah, I had
back up and
to. I
running.
had to Google.
Planchette. The planchette collapses to the ground and then dissipates.
Yeah. Right. Well, thank you, Mr. Jit. I'll leave everyone to it. As I imagine, you want to talk to Smokey that bit longer, Miss Eirina, and I imagine you don't want me listening because he doesn't seem to like me, so. She just walks off.
That girl's got a mean streak in her, hasn't she?
Hey, she's got problems for sure.
Very interesting.
But we've each got our own problems, so that is what it is.
Any of you been to Thumbridge before?
No. But a lot of the other Eirinas from the library have been, like, they used to bring back a lot of artifacts. You know, they've got those big,
Supposedly.
they got the big crevices that kind of opened up, and they sent like people down there to have a look.
Yes, I've heard. The Deep Delvers Enclave. Expeditionaries.
Yep.
I think they're uncovering ancient ruins and secrets of lost settlements, but sounds like more they're digging too deep.
Probably, but you know, that's the only way some people learn. You know, get too close to the sun and all that.
Yeah, except in this case, they might end up making a bigger problem for everyone else. In which case, they would need to be stopped.
That's
And with that,
that's rather ominous.
he begins to head up the stairs. Wonder if there's any books on this Grendel route. He'll recast Speak with Dead as he kind of walks out. just to renew the spell for you. It's just you and Llyvelin for now.
Alright, so now what? I'm just sort of looking at Kennewick, like... What do you... What are your plans now? Do you want to keep going? Do you want to go back? Do you want to figure out what the fuck that girl's up to? I don't know.
It's spelling out just want to be free.
That's fair, and as I said, we made a deal. I'll keep you free as long as that's what you want. I just want to make sure we're not causing a problem.
It says the problem is left unchecked. The number of lost souls only rises.
Okay, but you would have like expected that when this happened in the first place. How did you even end up in the library?
You feel
How did you end up a sword? Like, I get that you were probably the candelabra, but like, how the hell did that happen?
says my creator made my form twofold.
Okay, who is your creator? Do you even know?
Says they are smoke.
As in literally, or that's their name?
They are less a person and more a force.
But that's kind of what you are. Are they like... Are you like a part of them? Like, are you like...
Yes.
Oh, okay. You don't want to find this person? This force? You don't want to be back with it? You want to be... You're happy as you are?
It says, I fear if I face them, they will chain me to my duty again. What I was made for.
I get that. I get that. Okay. So we find you a replacement, right? The souls start to find their way. Everybody's happy.
But who?
We got time to figure it out. Like you said, it's got to be a neutral party. It's not like we don't have time. But you didn't answer my question. How did you end up in the library?
Says, I escaped one prison only to be captured and placed in another.
Okay. Candlewick. This is gonna sound really dumb. You're a sword. And you needed me to escape from the library case. How did you even escape? Who found you? Who brought you to the library? Do you know that?
Who brought them to the library? Yes, actually. It starts to look toward the
Did you like
planchette.
make a deal with someone else and then they put you in a cabinet? Is that what happened? Like,
The planchette doesn't need to spell out anything. It simply looks over towards Llyvelin.
I did no such thing.
oh no,
It's probably my father.
is that why you don't like? Is that why?
Why what? Why they don't like...
Why they don't like Llyvelin's dad?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yep.
that's quite fitting if so. My dad being the one who
Well,
captures him, and if we free him here, it does seem a bit fitting. But
well, this kind of makes sense now because when I first met your dad, I was in prison. I just blown up the library. After I'd made the deal with Candlewick, there was a big explosion, and I was naturally arrested for terrorism.
yeah, that in the capital city, that'll probably do it.
And your dad came to see me, and they'd confiscated Candlewick. And when he found out that I'd made Candlewick do something, he was kind of intrigued. But yeah, Candlewick caused your dad a lot of grey hairs.
Yeah, going off how you've used him, I can imagine. Quite useful and hectic tool. Person. Melk thing.
He's not really a tool, he's my friend.
Yeah.
I guess I just didn't know enough about him.
Have you ever Legend Lord sword? Or the scabbard?
No. I never even thought... Would that work?
Isn't that the purpose of that spell?
Well, it is, but it's Candlewick that helps me cast the spell, so can he...
Legend lore himself.
Yeah.
There are
Candlewick,
limitations.
if I cast Legend lore, could you... I don't know.
It might
Tell
be
me your
easier-
backstory.
Yeah. It might be easier than learning one letter at a time.
Okay. You can. Legend lore, as you're casting the spell, you recall that it only works on items of legendary renown. They can't just be like an identify spell that will tell you, oh,
I beg your
it's a +1
pardon.
weapon.
If Candlewick is indeed the light that guides souls to the afterlife, he is beyond legendary.
Up till now,
Everybody knows who he is.
up till now, you didn't think of them anything more than a +1 weapon that they might have been keeping in a cabinet because it was dangerous.
Now that I know.
Mm-hmm. My point is, maybe you hadn't ever thought to cast it on Candlewick because you didn't think that they were something of that proportion, just a sort of unstable weapon that no one else wanted.
Okay.
Well,
Well, let's try it. Let's see if it works.
okay. All right. Candlewick will accept this. In fact, I don't think you need the planchette for this. Especially since this spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the lore. And I imagine this plays out through Candlewick's power, a smoky vision. So, what are you casting it on, however? Candlewick themselves or smoke? As they've been dubbed.
I mean, it just says name or describe a famous person, place, or object.
Do you want to name the object?
No, because if I name the object, it's going to go for the sword. I want to know about Candlewick himself and his history.
Yep. Okay.
Because then that
The
should
Candlewick-
include the sword in theory as well. Like he was made into the sword.
Sure. Okay then. If that's the case then. Ooh.
Lore dump, lore dump.
Your mind is suddenly darkened. It feels like you are being choked within your own mind just by this smell of smoke, fresh ash and embers, and it's stifling. You want to cough, you want to expel it from your lungs, except it doesn't feel like you can even make a sound. This place is a realm without noise, without life, without motion, and you almost experience a full-on like suffocation, like a death by suffocation, as your mind kind of blanks out and completely darkens. And it's when you kind of flutter your eyes open, you realize you found your soul has found its way to the Shadowfell and is now roaming a desolate landscape, grey skies, ruined structures. In fact, what would be here might be a ruined version of the tower in this kind of life, in this alternate reality. Instead of the mountain filled with kind of green and white cap, it's covered in ash, and the mountain looks almost destroyed, almost like there's a crack through it, and there's just rubble strewn everywhere. And as you gaze around this bleak horizon, there is something of a glow just over yonder, like it seems to be maybe coming from the mountain, like a cave or something, but it's a warmth. You can see the glow is like flickering like a torchlight. And as this foul wind carries the smell of death and rot in the air, the only thing that even feels remotely warm is perhaps the air coming from that direction. And you can smell smoke, like something is burning coming from that same cave in the mountain. Well, what do you do?
Oh, can I interact with this? Can I?
You are learning. This is a interactive learning.
Okay. Well, then I want to go towards the mountain. I want to see
Okay.
where the source of the smoke's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
The little light.
As you approach, you cross by ghoulish creatures that lack legs or other limbs like arms. Some of them are completely blind, where it looks like maybe carrion eaters have pecked out their eyes. Most of them scrape themselves along the floor with whatever arm they've got left. Some, if they're afforded legs but not arms, simply shamble around aimlessly. These souls look like they've been here for a long time. Bits and pieces of them are just falling away at the wayside, leaving a trail of rot and bone wherever you go. Some of them maybe even start to kind of lash out towards you, sensing some fresh soul that might help sustain them and keep them together a little longer. One that's got still like its jaw intact will rush towards you. Its gnashing teeth try to snap towards your arm.
Are they essentially like the things we saw before when we were in the we found
Yes,
that cave in the Clawed Coast?
similar, yes. The hungry, the as they were called.
Yeah. Sure, if they come towards me, then I'll sort of Eldritch blast them and shove them 10 feet away and keep moving.
Yeah, they're called Sorrow Sworn, actually.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. Yeah, as you wheel Candlewick towards you, like as if to draw the blade, you find no blade within your hand. Candlewick is not here.
Okay, in which case, I start, like, running. I run from these things.
You run from them. Okay.
I'm not. I have no like disillusions. I know that without Candlewick, I have no abilities at all. That was the whole point.
Yep. And it's odd because Candlewick would never abandon you. They wouldn't leave you high and dry like this. And so as this creature shambles towards you, snapping its jaws, yeah, you're right. You have but one way to fight, and that is to not fight. Run. You leap over mounds of bone, streaks of ash, and this charred landscape. These creatures begin to amass as well. I guess from one, it's like a shark in the water. Once one of them's kind of caught onto your scent, the others begin to shamble towards you, and before long you realize if you run into that mountain, you potentially get trapped. You are stuck in a dead end, and these things outside, one way in, one way out, perhaps.
Do you know what I love about this moment? This is probably really terrifying for Eirina. But back in this room, all of Ellen sees as Eirina's really peaceful and basically meditating.
There's a small trail of smoke coming from Eirina's mouth, and maybe even eyes as well. Like, other than that, it doesn't seem like anything untoward is happening to them.
Eirina's overheating!
But yeah.
She rushes into the cave, I guess, if that's the case.
Yeah, as I said, I'm just trying to find, like, I'm assuming the source of the smoke and the light is where Candlewick is, which is what I want to know. I'm just going to keep ploughing ahead.
Okay. Running and running, you start to hear a sound as you're approaching. It is the heavy, metallic clang, clang, clang of an anvil and a hammer striking it. And as you approach, you feel the warmth rush past your face. The hot wind is billowing from a forge. And as you rush into this onyx mountain there in front of you is an entity that is much how you would imagine Candlewick themselves, a impossibly dark, shadowy figure that the light doesn't seem to illuminate. The forge flames are simply drunk in by the shadow of this creature. And where you would see like their head, it's like they're tall enough that their head is within the darkness of the ceiling. Like it's just not visible. It's like a vague outline of maybe a blacksmith, but the head is like up and out of view, kind of shrouded by a dark haze of smoke that's collected around the ceiling. And you realize immediately there's no ventilation in here, which is the first thing you should think about when building a forge, but there is none. All of this smoke simply collects up in this impossibly tall interior of the mountain, and it doesn't seem to pay any attention to you. It focuses on its work, and as you follow his strikes, your eyes land on the anvil. There, a flame burge is being crafted, which is a blade with a curvy, wavy sword. And that absolutely resembles the shape of Candlewick that you've come to know. And the sparks flying off of them seem to ignite a glowing light on them. And the red hot glow feels like it's alive. And the blade is not quenched in like water as you would typically with a blacksmith. Instead, it holds it up, and the glow kind of intensifies and brightens. And as it kind of reaches you, you feel a connection to this. You feel a fire within you, that same glow that Candlewick has used to communicate with you dozens of times. This is that glow. And after that, you see the sword. It seems to come down suddenly, swiftly, in the grip of the blacksmith, and it slices off their hand on the other opposing arm. And it doesn't seem to flinch in pain whatsoever, nor does the entity have any blood or gore. It's just this cutting through smoke, and there's maybe a little traily wisp. Other than that, the hand sort of slowly begins to regrow, albeit perhaps more thinner, more lithe. As for the actual severed section of smoke, that begins to sort of swirl and shape. And as it does so, the entity lets go of the sword, and this new figure catches it. And then they sort of drop to one knee and seem to place the sword on its tip against the ground, as though it were pledging loyalty and allegiance to this figure. It somehow knows, intrinsically knows what it is meant to do. Fresh from the forge, it stands back up and begins to turn as those hordes of creatures, those Sorrowsworn, rush into the anvil, rush into the forge where you're stood. And, well, you're about to be mobbed by all of these creatures. and instead,
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
instead,
My boy's got me.
Yep, you turn around just to see the gnashing teeth again, the limbs that have had all their flesh stripped back. Now it's just this sort of jagged shard of bone about to stab you, and suddenly Candlewick rushes forward, carrying that hot air with it from the forge, and small embers and sparks sort of rain down on you, and as you're wincing and shielding your eyes, you see Candlewick slice and dice through these sorrow-sworn. The remaining bodies sort of twitching on the floor. After that, however, Candlewick begins to glow brightly and wanders out of the cave. And you start to see trailing behind them, leaving the remnants of their body parts, the Sorrowsworn's very souls seem to eke out, much like a tiny wisp of smoke themselves, and they begin to follow and snake towards them. And they follow the glowing light out of the tunnel. And what do you do at this point? You're left sort of standing there, just... Feels like there's still a bit of a burning in your eyes, but...
What's the other figure doing?
The other figure then turns towards a weapon rack, we shall say, where there are at least another 5 other weapons that they have been in the process of creating and shaping. There one might be this long glaive, another a set of daggers, another would perhaps be like that of a scythe, another a spear, and so on and so forth. And they reach towards the next weapon and begin to temper it on the anvil and shaping the metal to a new form. It's less metal and more like some sort of onyx, but it sounds like metal. It just looks like almost crystallized shadow. There are others like Candlewick, many other weapons forged for the same purpose, or perhaps slightly different ones, but nonetheless they seem to serve something, a structure in the world, like Candlewick's the ferryman. And you can only guess what these others' purposes are. But nonetheless, this is the moment of when they are being created. This is when they are being placed. They're the roles given to them, and their duty placed upon their shoulders.
I'm just observing the figure for a little while. And I don't know if I can or not, but I'm just going to sort of walk up to its sort of side.
Okay, when you get... Oh, yeah, go on.
No, go.
So you see something. So you sort of spot something as you're walking kind of around the forge, trying to get a better look at this thing. And there is the back of this creature seems to be being drawn from something. You can give me an Arcana check whilst I describe this. And okay, not great. 11? Interesting. Okay, well then you'll be left to figure this out on your own accord. But you've got Eldritch Sight, correct? Or what have you got? Not Devil's Sight, have you? You got Devil's Sight?
Let me double check.
One of your investigators.
I have got Devil's Sight.
You do?
And Ghostly Gaze.
Okay, perfect then. I don't think anyone else except you would be able to see through this, but what it looks like is it's as though this form is being drawn out of something and manifesting here. And when I say something, to anyone else looking at this, it would just be a view of pitch darkness. For you, with Devil's Sight, you can see through magical darkness. And it looks to be that of a... what would I say? It looks like a crack in the mountain that the smoke is falling out of, like a vent, like a geothermal vent that this smoke is being kicked out of, except it's going horizontally and then warping into the shape of this humanoid figure. But that seems to be fueling it, and that's how its hand seems to be regrowing and reconstituting itself. Is there seems to be a constant flow of smoke coming from somewhere. And I guess something else you would see then on the wall, there is primordial runes that, with Eyes of the Runekeeper, you would also understand what they mean. And one is a rune signifying fire, and that's on one side of the crack, and on the other side it is 1 second. Okay. Yeah, found it. Okay. So on the other side, it is air. So does that make sense to you, what you're kind of like seeing? It's like this like fissure in the wall of the mountain. One side has fire, the other has air.
Almost like the between of the planes, between the fire and the air plane, because he's like
correct
mix of the two.
Yes, that's what the Arcana check was for, is to realize this is absolutely a quasi plane between air and fire, and it seems to be channeling directly into them, or almost as if it's like the realm itself has come alive and is forging these powers.
Don't know if I can interact, but I'm just gonna sort of come around like the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
You feel a shift in the air, as though all the warmth from the forge is suddenly being sucked right back into it. And as it is, it's as though the form of this is slowly turning around to face you. And do you speak Oran or Ignan? No.
I speak 5 languages, and neither of those are one of them.
It is a primal, elemental speech that sounds as though it is the dying embers of a fire, and then it kind of ebbs and flows, and then it sounds like the fire is then being stoked again. So it's kind of really like this.
That is a point. I do have comprehend languages.
Okay. Casting a spell within a spell.
I don't know if I can do it. I'm just saying I can.
Uh-huh. So you can.
Hmm.
Okay, we're back to trying to speak with Candlewick without words.
I mean, I was just waiting for you to say if that's what you wanted to do.
Oh yeah, if I'm allowed to do it, then yeah, I would have done it.
Okay.
But then I also don't know if I can because I don't have Candlewick.
That's true, but then you would also know that you can't see through magical darkness without Candlewick either. And
He's technically
somehow...
in the room. He's not anymore.
No, he's not. That's true, but he has been born, and it's that point at which he was birthed is when I said that you feel a connection to them.
Okay.
And that's when your powers kind of manifested again. It's probably then when you could see a little bit clearer into the room. It's their light, it's their glow that kind of empowers you. I will say you can do it since it was only you couldn't manifest Candlewick before only because he hadn't not existed yet. He was only being
That makes
created
sense,
then and right then and there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Then yeah. There we go.
Okay. All right, let's see. So now you can understand Ignan and Oren, and it is a mixture of the two. It's a dialect that is neither, and yet both at the same time. A new language in of itself. I wouldn't know what to call it, but Oren, Ignoran, Orgnan, something like that. Either way, it's both air and fire combined. And it will probably reply to you in that smoky voice.
I am the shape of what is not yet shaped.
What exact I know the purpose of them, but I sort of gesture to the rest of the weapons. Why?
Turns to the weapons, then back to you. It says,
I stitch moments together with threads you cannot grasp.
Yeah. You seem more like a blacksmith than a seamstress, if I'm honest.
Then I forge.
Makes more sense. The one who left. His purpose is to guide souls, right?
Yes. Their purpose I have breathed life into. Their tale has just begun.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what's going to happen to them?
I can answer where it ends.
where it ends.
You crave a reveal. But that truth is already hidden. The path you think you see is already shrouded.
So, you know what his future holds. Is
Yes.
then you know who I am.
You were forged as well.
Kind of. I think I've more been forged by him, though. I don't reach my potential without him. I'm not whole without him. Does that make sense?
And this realm is not whole without him.
I get that. I get that.
You have deviated from the plan.
But you knew I was coming, so I'm technically part of the plan. I didn't come to make trouble, or didn't even know I was coming. I thought I was just going to find out some information and that would be it. I didn't realize this would be interactive.
You see behind the curtain.
And that's because of him. If we found someone to take his place, would that be amenable to you?
The roles could be rekindled.
And he could be free?
Freedom is not what I had intended. But it seems you are somewhat of a blacksmith yourself. I will allow you to craft your story with your own tool. Partner.
Partner? What?
It seems as though it corrects itself, as though it was referencing candlewick as a tool, but
Okay, cool.
it,
No,
it,
that
it
makes more sense.
seems to understand your bond with it is more than they again had intended.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So if I find a replacement that is suitable, Candlewick can continue with me and craft a new story? Provided that the world stays balanced.
And structured.
Yes. Okay.
Be warned, little Forge Master. Your path deviates much
Yes, it does.
To go off the beaten path means to get lost.
Yep.
And if you lose your way, you cannot be reformed.
Yep. I know. I'm looking into it.
Then enough of this smoke and mirrors. Return to the ice from whence you came.
It was a pleasure to meet you. Take care.
With that, you see that they snuff out and choke the fires of the forge with their own form. It's almost like as if they dive straight into it. And as the light goes out, so does the heat. And they, like they said, returning to the ice, whatever that means, you absolutely suddenly feel an icy cold, as though you're being gripped by the claws of some frigid being or elemental, and it drags you out of this cave. And the last glimpse you see of this shadowy realm, as you're yanked away from it, is then a cage of ice that suddenly grows and freezes around you. And it's not a nice experience, that's for sure. It's almost as if your blood freezes, and as it does, you feel your body kind of fall and shatters as it impacts the ground, as though you're being smashed into a tiny pieces of ice, and you find yourself suddenly back in the room, have fallen over, maybe into a bunch of bones and skeletons.
It's that feeling where you kind of like jump in your sleep.
That's it. Llyvelin, you probably do see Eirina falling backwards. Might even be able to, say, catch them before they
I would have.
whack their head. Yeah, okay. So instead of like hitting your head up against the stone, you kind of fall backwards, but you're caught. And you're just basically like your art right here. You're gonna like on your ass, but not not completely prone.
Not smiling.
Yeah, not smiling. That skull in my hand in the image is my friend.
So, what did I see the whole time? Did she like eyes cloud over or?
Yeah, no, her eyes were open the whole time, and you can actually see rapid eye movement as though she was looking around and viewing things, but they never blinked. And smoke was where the pupil was. There were just small wisps of smoke as well. Smoke was coming out of her mouth as though it was slightly agape.
Yeah.
Essentially, it was creepy as all hell.
Yeah. That's nothing new for us.
No.
Everything okay? You learn anything useful?
Yeah. Was interesting. I kind of look at Candlewick. I'm like, when were you going to tell me you had siblings?
Candlewick, you feel the warmth over your body kind of shrink away as though it's trying to hide.
Oh, come on, I've got siblings too. Well, one.
You feel fire suddenly. Feel fire on your fingertips, counting like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I know.
5.
I saw them. Like, not like. I know you were the oldest in theory. You were the first one made. But I saw the others. Do you get on with them? Have you met them?
You feel a warmth close to your heart.
Hmm. Do you miss them?
The warmth intensifies.
Okay. Well, we're looking for a replacement for you. You want to go find them at some point? Say hello?
The planchette begins to move. Other way level. What the heck? There you go. It begins to spell out. They are all performing their own important duty.
Yeah. That's
So
fine.
it wouldn't be exactly right to drop in.
Okay. But if you gradually over time told me what each of them do, we could find the right circumstances and just happen to be there.
It also says, I'm also the rebel of the group. They may not see me in a kind light.
That's okay.
Especially since I no longer have a light of my own.
Ah, that's alright, buddy. You got mine. We're a team now. Partners.
When you say that, you feel a warmth radiate all around your body from around your back, and it almost feels like you're being hugged in a warm embrace.
Oh, look at you
And
getting sentimental.
and as that warmth is hugging you, you set on fire. You
Alright,
suddenly set
alright.
ablaze. And it does say, I realize now, I do have a light. I'm not all just smoke.
Of course you're not. You gotta remember, you pulled me out of the darkness. If not for you, I'd still be in that library, scribbing out pages again and again for the rest of my life, failing exams.
And then it says, then let's continue to ignite each other's dreams.
You got it.
And I think with that, the planchette will fall to the ground and dissipate, much like the other one did.
I start patting the flames out.
Yeah, put him out.
He's
Yeah.
a softie, really.
Seems like you've had a bit of closure.
I think we both did. Thank you.
Anytime.
Llyvelin, yeah, what about your closure, eh? I guess that's what you're hinting at. Still wondering what happened to your family.
Yeah, he's experienced the afterlife. Well, being stuck in the in-between for those 10 days. He hopes they're not stuck anywhere in between.
Would you like to try?
I don't have the spell today.
Then I guess we'll have to. Oh wait, I forgot to move the planchette to goodbye. There we go.
Yeah.
Whoops. My
Hey.
bad.
Like I can.
Fine. Candlewick doesn't have to say goodbye. Like he's
That's true.
still
No,
there.
this was the tower. This.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
This is the tower's planchette. But yeah, whoops. Well,
Yeah.
Sinali's haunted now.
This
they
day I
want
didn't know about. Yeah. This day that we came here, I didn't know what this room would entail, so I didn't plan. Dead.
That's okay. I can always come back here at another time. But maybe that's enough spoopy seance room for now. I think we adequately got the creepiness vibe by the end of that.
Yeah.
And Candlewick sibling campaign when? Right?
Hell
Where
yeah.
you all play as one of Candlewick's siblings.
I
Or
don't know what I'm doing after the Shattered City.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
cool.
after you shat on the city, do you think?
I said
What?
I know what I'm doing after the Shattered City.
I know. All right, cool. All right. So meanwhile, I'm just gonna say, who should we tap? Who should we tap to? Who's just chilling? Who's just chilling out?
What's Andy up to?
That's what I want to know.
Will be in the. Should be in
Common
the music room, no doubt.
Okay.
In the music room. I think at the moment, she's trying to hand her some other instruments around the room, experimenting with noises. She's got all these instruments at her disposal. She wants to know what noises they make. And what noises you can make them make.
Okay.
Unconventionally.
All right. So, what just draws your attention? Firstly, anything out of the blue?
Maybe something completely unlike something
Krag's
she's
here.
played before. Sorry, excuse me. Perhaps even a wind instrument.
I was about to say, yeah, maybe wind.
She's done strings. She's done percussion.
Percussion. Yeah.
Well, you've got
All right.
Eirina.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Learn to play it.
Let's play that, yeah.
Which one?
Oh, she's got El Ravan's Ocarina.
Ocarina, right. Yeah. Okay. Yep, you can use that. Or there's looks to be like clarinets, flutes. You got your pick.
A different type of wind instrument. As
Be an
well.
oboe.
Ooh, I love the oboe.
Didgeridoo.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine she just blows in it and she's just like, it doesn't do anything.
It's because you're not doing it right.
Yeah, okay. She'll play with the ocarina first, and then I want her to move on to the oboe.
Okay. So
Which I think is what that one is.
Eirina.
It looks like it.
So give me a performance check, but don't add your proficiency. I guess just straight charisma for this.
Okay.
Don't know. Wait, are you proficient in wind? Doesn't say what you're proficient in, but I'm sure you've got at least 2.
She rolled a 22. Wait.
What? How the?
If I remember rightly,
Just
bards
can't
get
stop winning.
I think bards are proficient in 3 instruments to start off with normally, so
I
probably
can't
be
remember.
the.
I'm trying to find which one she was, but I can't find it on my sheet.
I mean, the violin, the jingle plate, and something.
It did used to be that, yeah. That's okay. We can say you've definitely at least got drums, violin, effectively, and then over a time of like a period of time here, you could absolutely learn in your instrument and add that to your skill proficiencies as part of like this downtime thing. So you pick it up, and turns out pretty much a natural immediately. You've already had a play with it before, but
I am amused.
you are definitely as you say that, or at least even think it to yourself, you are kind of taken back a bit to everything that you experienced during the Claude Coast arc, where you met Euterpe, you came face to face with the Sultan and that vicious, fiery, what was it, Ifriti, that somehow wanted to claim you for themselves, almost as if they were collecting you for some purpose, some power. And do you remember what happened after that?
Oh my god, it's a bit of a while ago now.
Yes, it was. Remember any
Oh my god, I really
bright
can't. I'm
lights?
sorry. It was a while, so long ago now.
Okay.
Grab the prompter and then she'll remember.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's not necessary that you remember, but perhaps a rediscovery here would be fitting. So you're playing this instrument, playing the songs. Any particular type of song that you want to go with, or is it just a?
I guess I would imagine if she's experimenting, and as you say, she's going through these memories as well, which probably ties in nicely anyway. When she's experimenting, it sounds very much like songs from her home, so they would have the same sort of scaling and notation to them, so they sound very kind of desert-like, and I don't know, the visions of the way a snake moves or things like that come to mind when you think of the tune. It's because, they're her folk songs, they're her nursery rhymes, those songs, so that's the basis of what she learned. So, of course, what do you do when you start a musical instrument? You learn how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, so it's kind of like a version of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
I love it. That's actually perfect, because as you're playing it, it does feel like the room lights up, and as you're perhaps incorporating this with dance, you see around the room star-like patterns seem to be projected onto the walls.
Ooh.
And as you're trying to follow them, every time you move perhaps left or turn right, the stars and the patterns seem to chase away from you. And
you know what I'm kind of seeing? When this starts happening, of course, she starts gaping and watching. And of course, that means she's not playing the instrument because she's got to use her mouth to blow into it. And then she's like, oh, right. So it starts playing again. Because they probably start fading.
Yeah, you're not wrong, actually. But it does seem to be only when you're playing, these star-like patterns seem to be projecting. And when you stop moving and you're collecting yourself, the stars have also stopped moving around the room. And you quickly realize that every time you move, the stars are moving.
Ooh.
If you turn left, all the stars in the room rotate round.
Ooh, okay. Okay, she's probably excited about this. And I imagine with ocarina or oboe, whatever one she's got in hand. She goes running out of the room to try and find someone to show them.
Okay. Probably run right into Krag.
Okay.
Krag, you've been doing great in your studies. You've been told you can have a break, and let's say you've made your way back to the music room, because that's a great way to segue this. And you bump straight into Andy as you're about to come down the stairs.
He's probably already hearing the music and
Yeah.
starts playing his hand drum on the way up.
Nice. So you meet each other on the stairs, still playing instruments.
So
As
her
in
instrument
thump, yeah.
squeaks from the pressure of going into him.
Record scratch.
I've come from lessons, but I'm for fun, non-learning intellectual lessons. Or are you? Are you done? Why am I too late?
You
She's just kind of like bouncing as he's talking, and she's like, no, watch this. And she kind of like drags him along, plumps him down, and starts doing it again.
okay? This light is beaming from Andy. You realize it is the cloak of stars that are acting like a projector. And
Oh my god, is it like my mood light?
I was going to say, she's wearing your moonlight.
She's wearing my mood light.
yeah, or yeah, like a nightlight, just projecting these star-like patterns onto the wall. It is Andy that's come alive with this radiance.
She'll finish her little ditty, and she was like, he's never done that before.
God. He'll try and fly up on the broom he has, and he'll try and touch the stars. He wonders if they're real.
Oh yeah, we know Krag loves shiny things, so he tried to like grab a hold of them.
Like a cat with the red laser.
Yeah. Oh my word, she's just gonna have a load of fun with that. Well, playing and like purposely making the stars move around.
Yeah, Krag just trying to chase down these stars. He can't get them. No, they don't seem to be real, but you can't ever confirm if they're real or not, because you're never able to keep up with them.
Right, is this the observatory everyone keeps talking about? As he's chasing them around. Wait, so close.
She'll purposely play a tune that has to make you stop every so often, so the lights go out just as he's going to catch them.
He starts after a little bit, he gets a bit frustrated. Starts trying to lightning lure the like you just see like the crackles of lightning like charging between the stars as he's trying to pull them to him.
Andy, as you're going through these memories rather through song, that crackle of lightning, the lightning lure snaps like a whip against the stonework, and that instantly sends you back to the moment you were facing off against that elemental being in the Temple of Sun and Moon, in the main chamber where like that strange metal aura like contraption was, and you were the only one who could seemingly sense or see it at first. Everyone else was sort of fighting almost like an invisible foe sort of thing, and the memory of that crackling lightning was cut short when you used your robe of stars to enter into the astral sea, and it was there when you actually saw that strange nebulous entity Do you remember what you did with that roiling chaos, that thunderous nebula?
You're asking me to recall things when I would have normally gone to bed by now.
But also that was like, what, 3 arcs ago?
Oh yeah, and yet it all seems to...
isn't fantastic like that.
And yet this is all relevant, actually. I can tell you this if you want.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you might have to.
You did just what a very Andy thing, just a very Andy thing in the moment. You didn't understand why this thing was so angry, why it was lashing out, why it was this surge of lightning was supposedly causing all this problem. You remember both the elf tribe and the Borzo tribe were cursed in some way, and when you peeked behind the curtain with your cloak, you saw into the astral sea that this was the very crux of it. This is the entity that kind of caused this conflict. And you just gave it a big old hug. That was it. You were just like,
oh my god!
You were like, hey, you don't have to be upset. And
Did it run away
yeah,
after that?
that's exactly what happened.
I remember it now.
It recoiled from your very friendly, open demeanor. It seemed to like shudder at the thought of this conflict resolution by just a hug, and it fled. It couldn't take it. It was somehow that hug was the antithesis of its whole being. Yeah, you did kill it with kindness. And you remember the nebula dispersing and this streak of lightning zipping off into the horizon, past the stars and out into space, just gone. And with that, you felt the conflict between the two tribes evaporate, the curse lifted, and you were then free to go back to the material plane, where you witnessed everything had kind of calmed down. Everything had simmered down at that point.
Yeah, I kind of remember it now.
Yeah.
Snippets of it. But oh my god, I still can't believe that I did that. But like you say, it was a very and thing to do.
Yeah. The most Andy thing. But
She kind of like, she stops her little song and she kind of like sits there pondering and she's like, did we ever actually find out what that was? I don't think we did.
you can give me a history check. I know it's not your best stat, but oh wait, no, you got a headband of intellect. What am I talking about?
I don't know if she's wearing
Although,
her intellect.
oh right, you're not right. You might not be wearing it.
You
Right
know,
now.
she's got the
17.
Hey,
adaptation.
okay. You start to think, yeah, what was that? Where have we seen lightning before?
Well, unnatural lightning, I'm assuming.
Unnatural, yeah, no, weird electricity that seems to have a mind of its own, sentient energy that zaps and electrifies. And with a 17, you do remember something also causing a great deal of strife and problems for an individual. A certain Captain Montypot comes to mind. And when Karius and the rest of the crew tried to get to the bottom of it, he said that it's a sailor's curse. It's been following me around since when I can remember. I can't step foot onto land without some trouble starting.
A curse.
He called it a curse, yeah.
But a Curse
And-
isn't a physical thing. Not like that.
And it's funny because the curse on the Borzo tribe and the sigil leaf, they were also similarly cursed.
It's almost, in my mind, not Andy's, but in my mind, she might actually put this together. It's like, considering those two situations, it's almost like not a curse, but chaos.
Mm. And when you remember Karius trying to help, you noticed some sort of sparks of electricity in the veins of the captain. It was like when he tried to inspect him, it was like he got a static shock from like touching their arm. And when that happened, Karius used absorb elements.
Oh.
And took on some of that lightning into his own body. And come to think of it, ever since, Karius has been a lot of trouble for the group. He's done a lot of things
She kind of like,
that's caused chaos.
she kind of sits up, realizes it, and she was like, Krag, very sorry. I shall be back momentarily. She's going to find Karius.
It's
Like,
okay.
imagine it suddenly, you just hear all these, like, the tippy tap feet on the marble, just like,
Yeah.
on
It's
Yeah.
okay. I'll just keep chasing all these stuff. They disappeared. Aww. You just hear like a groan as you run off from Krag.
All right. I'll take you to the Griffinary.
I love
I
Krag
think
so much.
I love Krag. Though I keep wanting to call him Craig. I'm sorry. My brain just goes, Craig? No.
It's okay.
Is this a fitting place where Karius would be, do you reckon?
Yeah, he'd either be here or in the library fixing books, I'd imagine, so this one works just as well.
Mhm.
He's probably getting
She
some
literally
fresh
comes
air.
running right up to you. Like, grabs you by both arms. And she's staring intently in your eyes and she's like, you're cursed.
I mean, that's an interesting way to start a conversation. Hello to you too. What do you mean?
Then she's like, oh, explanation. Right.
Yeah, that might help a little bit.
She backtracks. Basically explains to him what he was doing in the music room. And then bumping into Krag, playing with him, etc., 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 then having this epiphany moment. And yeah, so basically she tells you the entire thing right from the beginning when she decided to learn how to play the
extended
ocarina.
edition.
Yeah.
4 hours
So,
later.
you were playing the ocarina, you saw some stars, you had some fun with Krag, and that gave you an idea that due to what happened with Captain Monty Pot, I'm cursed, and that's been why I ended up doing things that I've done.
Yes, you absorbed elements. So you absorbed the curse.
The new spell, absorb chaos.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I mean, if the electricity lightning thing that he had was the source of what was happening to him, I suppose it makes a certain sense that if I absorbed that, then I'd have taken on a little bit of that. Though,
I have a theory.
Okay.
And she tries to hug him.
Oh my god.
I give them a hug back in confusion. And pat their head.
Okay.
You feel any better?
You feel the same static shock that Karius felt when he tried to roll back the sleeve on Captain Montyport's arm, and that sort of zaps you. You know, when someone's been dragging their feet or shuffling them, it's just ah, and that's what you get when you try to hug.
Does it feel very similar to when I hugged the chaos thingy in the other realm?
Tell you what, yeah, give me a perception check based on that.
Perception.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you have expertise in this. Okay, should be all right. 15. It's when you hugged that, it recoiled away from you and shuddered. This time, it feels more of like it's trying to zap you as if to ward you away. More like it's pushing you rather than it's less so. It's trying to recoil. And
It doesn't like hugs.
I mean, not everyone's a hugger, I guess.
It's probably like still climbing around your waist right now.
Is the idea to hug me enough that it scares them away, or
Maybe we don't have enough huggers. Come on, we need to find more huggers.
we need a big group hug.
I mean,
Melk's in here.
Group hug.
Melk walks over and is just like, and why would I be hugging either of you? I barely know you.
Hug him.
Persuasion.
Melk's just like,
Give him the puppy eyes.
Melk looks at his gun in confusion, just like, you got any idea what she's on about? Fine.
It's her.
I guess I'll give him a little hug.
Please tell me someone witnesses this. It's not Andalee.
Well, the griffins are just looking.
With the griffins, but
Just this pair of eyes pokes around the door.
What is going on? Yes,
how's
it's important
that?
to hug your own character sometimes. It's an important lesson to love yourself.
Honestly, Melk, I'm not sure what the goal of this is, but apparently there's some sort of lightning in me that's scared of hugs.
It zaps Melk slightly. Another static shock.
Well, I don't appreciate that. That I don't. But, I guess, is that enough, little lady, or,
She's kind of like watching them both intently, trying to see if anything happens or any like zappy stuff happens, and she's like, yeah, I guess that's enough.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to, working on these, griffin saddles. Don't want people falling off.
We need Auntie Elsie. Bet she can give brilliant hugs.
Sure. I'm just gonna go along with this for the time being. I'm curious more than anything. It's possibly a morbid curiosity, but curiosity nevertheless.
Okay.
The Andy and Karius hugging
Wait.
car.
Where the hell are we now?
oh no.
Okay. So
It
just takes-
A nice story goes around hugging everyone.
Yeah.
'Cause Mick's
Except
not
for
there.
Andy's everyone.
Brilliant.
So you kind of look around, search around for a bit, trying to find everyone, and you end up finding Orish, and he says, "Oh, I actually invited everyone to the common room. I think Elsie might be there. I can make a portal for you if you would like."
Sure. We're going on a hugging tour of the tower. You're welcome to join us, I guess.
I think I'll just make the portal for you, and he like steps away, doesn't like the contact, and yeah, He just lets you walk through.
She kind of like
when
looks
you-
Orish up and down, and she's like, you wouldn't give very good hugs anyway.
Oh. He was already struggling socially, and now he shrinks away. Okay.
Maybe. I'm sure that's something you can learn, Orish. Andy will maybe teach you, I guess, if that's something you want to learn.
For me, of the tower. Very specific with hugs.
That's okay. I could summon a hand, and that could give you a hug, but
I don't.
he
I
glows,
look to
just-
Andy, and it's just like, does it count as a hug if it's just a hand? I feel like arms have to be involved.
I don't know.
He's-
Maybe Setara has a book on it.
It's a good. Yeah. Yeah.
He just
Why does
hides
Setara
his
have
face.
hugs?
He lowers his wizard hat and hides his face.
Mhm.
Oh, the portal's closing.
Yeah, we'll go through it. Bye for now, Orish.
Alright. When you enter, you see Elsie is in this common room by the looks. Although there is a bed, there looks to be a little bathtub, kind of like all the amenities of a cozy little like common room. Yeah, or an apartment. Yeah, there's a small kitchen area. There's
Like a studio apartment.
yeah, studio apartment. That's it, totally. There's a mirror in the corner. There's a pair of boots that someone's kicked off and left on the ground. You've got a set of stairs that go down into like a little lower section where there's a rocking chair. Maybe Elsie's sitting in this.
100%. If there's a rocking chair, she's in it.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. You hear the
Oh,
slow,
shout.
steady squeak, squeak.
She's got her own rocking chair there.
Yeah, but hers is fragile.
True. Auntie Elsie!
Oh god, I've got to try and
My-
do the accent. Hold on. Did someone call?
She's like dragging Karius behind her. She's like, I need you to do an experiment with me.
Yes.
Can you hug Karius?
But of course, come here, Karius, my dear.
Sure.
Come to Baba.
Sure, why not? Hugging a turtle person was totally on my agenda for the day.
She literally, she's like in the rocking chair, and she sort of pats her knee like grandma would. Like, come.
Karius is just like, you know what? I probably owe Andy at least this much. I'm just gonna go with it. And we'll do so.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Tell Baba Elsie what is troubling you. And she starts rocking in the chair as well. And, like, she's rubbing real bad.
Well, I've been informed by Andy that I might be cursed, and apparently the curse is scared of hugs. So Andy thought you might give the best hugs, so yeah.
Well, I have a lot of practice with hugs. My children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-grand... There's a lot of grandchildren. And some that aren't even mine.
Yep, that's fair.
You say you are a cat?
Yeah, so we met this old sea captain, and he had like this lightning in him, which he said caused basically bad things to happen whenever he went on land. And I absorbed a bit of that, and Andy thinks that might be the cause of many things that I've done recently, or caused to happen recently. Though, to be honest, I think that's just me perhaps not thinking things through as clearly as I should, which I should really work on, but trying.
Well, you know, the universe has its way. If it wants to cause mischief, it will. Sometimes it puts people who like to cause mischief on its path to cause more.
In most cases, I don't really aim to cause problems, but
But you have mischievous at your soul. It's part of your core, of your heart.
yes, I
I
mean,
sense it about you. You cannot fool Baba.
I've never
You like
exactly
to cause
been the
trouble.
most.
You like to have fun.
I do like to have fun. I don't like to be bored. There's that.
Yes, I see it. You have the twinkle in your eye.
Zap, a small little spark. Kind of like lightning daggers in the eye.
You say it is like lightning?
Yeah, like sparks.
Well, you do this anyway, don't you? It's you're very
Yeah.
good at it. I see you downstairs when you throw it.
Yes, I've had, well, my whole family are particularly gifted with lightning and general storm magic. And I just seem to be maybe not as quite gifted as my brother, at least according to my dad, but pretty good for the most part.
Nonsense. If you're not talented or able to control, why then would specific type of electric lightning curse latch onto you and not want to leave?
I mean,
You must be good, or it would have gone to someone else already.
I mean, that's a fair point. I mean, I'm pretty sure outside the hugging, I'm pretty sure there's been plenty of opportunities. I mean, it could have escaped in one of my attacks that I've done on someone then.
Perhaps it's not cursed at all. Perhaps you have been chosen. And you just need to learn how to use it.
That... Huh. I mean, that's not something I'd considered, but...
We try something. We try a thing. I'm going to cast... Elsie is going to cast Absorb Elements.
Ooh, Andy's just sat on the stairs watching this all.
Ooh.
Come.
Okay.
Give me electric shock. Give me your best shot.
Sure.
Maybe not best shot. I see what that can do. Maybe be
Yeah.
gentle with Baba. I'm an old lady.
I'll go with, I'll just do this, I guess. That's probably the...
Oh my.
And he rolls on that 20.
I don't know why that rolled with advantage, but,
Because she's prone. She's sitting down in a rocking chair.
It's like she told you to do it.
Yeah, it's because she was absorbing it. That's what it made it more able to hit harder.
You sort of say, go, whoa! Whoa! I think I gained about 20 years of life. Yes, was the juicy one. Can
Yeah.
you say you have no talent like your brother? I think you're wrong.
I mean, he was... I mean... I've been thinking that perhaps he was just like maybe more of a early bloomer and I'm more of a late bloomer. After all, I technically, and this is confusing, but I've technically been here before, and when I was last here, I trained my dad whilst he was a child in how to do stuff that he taught me later.
See, it makes sense then, because if your father learned from you, and you learn from your father, then you learn from the best teacher of all. You learn from yourself. You
Okay.
just need to get confidence, and that will come with time.
Speaking of what you learned, Karius, you learned how to overcome resistances and immunities to lightning damage.
Yeah.
And when Elsie attempts to cast Absorb Elements,
I
which
bypass
would
it.
give her resistance to
I
it,
bypass
you
it, don't I?
cut straight through the defenses, end up critting, doing 29 and re-rolling 1s and 2s there, by the way. And yeah, absolutely zap Elsie. There's nothing they can do to stop this overwhelming
I just
power
thought
that is
I just thought of something
welled
else
up
that
within.
Karius could learn whilst he's here based on what Llyvelin's doing.
Yeah,
Because Karius has the capability to Because his thing allows him to bypass resistance, but it doesn't allow him to bypass immunity unless he absorbs
it from someone else.
non-magical. No, was it magical lightning, but not from a spell? Like, it had to be something like a dragon's breath, right? It couldn't be like a natural lightning bolt hitting me, but it also couldn't be just like, or could Llyvelin fire a lightning bolt at me and I could use that?
No, it has to be kind of like from the source, I thought. Hold on.
Yeah.
Check.
Because
you still have it on your sheet?
I don't think I do.
So your thing is you can use lightning and penetrate through like resistances and immunities?
Yeah. So
I have an interesting idea with that.
Yeah, because with the blue dragons, when they use their breath weapon against me, I could absorb that and throw it back and bypass their immunity to lightning. But it was only because it was a dragon's breath that I could do it, I think.
So, and you've got like this bag of chaos inside you and...
Yeah.
I wonder if you shocked me or tried to, and I reflected it back at you, bypassing your own immunities.
Oh, that's interesting. If I used a lightning spell on you and you were able to reflect it, would the reflected spell have my immunity bypass on it?
Oh my god.
Would it harm that node or whatever?
I mean that's a really interesting question.
Maybe hugging it isn't the answer.
So you're thinking that the way to beat what we assume is, I guess, what did you say it was, like chaos itself, Andy, is to essentially, you thought it was to like hug it away and like maybe show kindness, like cancel it out. But Llyvelin thinks possibly to overpower it.
Yeah, or use your own ability to bypass immunities to harm that inside you.
I mean, hugging doesn't seem to be working, so...
I mean, to worth a shot, you can hug him again if you want.
But then, have you tried?
Is this what you really want, Andy? You want everyone to hug Karius?
Just try.
Is this really...
I'm beginning to lose hope.
I think with the amount of guilt Karius is feeling, he probably needs a lot of hugs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this really you trying to help with that spark, or are you just trying to give Karius reassurance that despite everything, we're not holding it against him?
Young man, give your friend a hug.
I hug Karius.
You feel another little static shock, but this one seems to be a weaker discharge, Karius. It does feel like it's maybe getting tired with all these hugs, and the power is getting diminished each time.
Andy, join in the hugs again.
If we weaken it and then harm it with your own like lightning passing immunity, maybe that's how we do.
You know what the real trick here is that if he's chaos, this is a very organized structure to try get rid of it. It does not like.
Is it chaos? That's the question. Okay. So you go in for a bit of a group hug here around Karius?
Yeah, why not?
Eirina comes up the stairs. She's like, "Hey,
Oh my god. Coming.
Zero hesitation, just dog piles in.
I
All right.
message Karius just.
What are we doing?
I'm ready when you feel the weakest.
Hugging
Just,
the chaos out of Karius.
Yes. Yeah. I
Sure.
message him that once he feels the weakest in terms of the spark inside, do the shocking grasp.
Okay.
I mean, Llyvelin's telling me to try, so let's go for it.
And
Why not?
hopefully, hopefully you roll low enough that I can be okay. No.
Really? It's a
I have a
6, not.
14 AC.
I thought you were higher than that.
Okay.
Could you shield it? No, but then you wouldn't be able to
You
do
can-
that, wouldn't it?
Have you
I
got
know.
absorb elements?
I don't.
You don't? Okay.
Fine. Okay, there's a way to improve this. This is such a weird thing. No, I don't have it prepared. I was going to say I could shield of faith you to boost your AC. Okay, what's another spell I can do that's lightning based that you're more likely to resist?
It has to target specifically as well.
Yeah,
Oh wait, no, there's
I-
something to do with
I
that
don't-
one that I just learned.
I don't
Yeah,
have.
it targets only you.
Do I have anything that is a wisdom based damage that I could? Because I know I don't have intelligence that I could change. Do I have anything wisdom based that I could change? No.
What it's fine. You only need to roll a 3 or less.
Yeah.
You can you could just not dodge it, or rather,
You
Make
could,
it
I guess,
purposely
go
miss.
prone.
you,
Or no, you take the dodge action so that.
Oh yeah, I'll take the.
So then.
Why wasn't I doing that to begin with?
and then sure. I mean, Karius can also do this as a deck save. I think the new one's supposed to be a deck save rather than
Yeah.
to hit. Gonna
What?
update that one.
I thought I had updated that one. The description's updated.
This is like the weirdest
Ah.
bugging moment. He's just
All right, make a
shocking me and I'm
make a
trying to
deck
dodge
save.
out of the way, knowing what's coming.
Make a deck save with advantage then, Llyvelin. Oh, is that enough? 15?
No, 15 is not going to beat mine.
Oh,
Mine
okay,
is
make
8 plus 5 plus 5, which is 18.
make it again.
Yeah, I'll just keep trying.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll just keep taking damage. This
Nope.
Wow. You got to get out, get these bad rolls out of here before something bad happens.
wasn't even that it was a bad roll. It's just we're at this level now. We've got really high attack and AC.
Alright, keep going.
You need to be rolling damage for this, or am I just?
And I suppose
Yeah.
technically I should be, so what's that? That's no,
Yeah.
so that's fail on those, so that's another
3d8.
well, for each one that he's failed. So,
29 damage.
I'm good. I'm a hardy wizard.
because he's failed 3 times.
So
Right, try again.
I can bolster this. It's fine.
Wait, I know what I can do actually. I can bolster this. I can make it easier for you to succeed. This is such a weird concept. But
Can't.
I'm gonna bless him. All right.
right, add a D.
Make another.
Yeah, it should automatically add it.
This is
Oh
two.
yeah,
for
you
me.
got your
19.
nice.
Okay.
There you go. Plus
Woo.
20. Yeah. All right. 23.
I reflect it back at him.
Okay. You can reflect it back at him, and this is after you've been hugging. Like everyone's hugging Karius as he's continually electrocuting Llyvelin, and then you return it back, and are you mute? You're just resistant to
Yeah.
lightning, right, Karius?
Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine the spark inside of him is either resistant or immune. and maybe he can bypass.
Mm-hmm. Damage resistance. So this doesn't seem to zap you back as harshly. You can roll me a deck save though, Karius.
Okay.
Again, technically you have to roll it. You
choose
can
to
roll
fail it,
dis.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually choose to fail it. Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'll just choose to fail it, though. I think
Hmm.
that actually would fail anyway.
It would,
Alright.
yeah. Mine would be
Then you can roll the 3d8. The lightning feels diminished, and you do end up taking only 6 points of damage.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to be a lightning that bypasses your resistance,
Yeah.
but that might also be because you're all hugging them and it's maybe diminished that way as well. You could always test it with absorb elements from Elsie as well again. But it's up to you.
I think we're.
Couple cure wounds, that's nice.
Oh,
Can't dodge that.
I reflect it back at her.
I mean, she's
you-
into herself, so it'd probably help, but no.
yeah.
I have no healing. I'm not that kind of wizard.
No.
You can
why
heal
I told
yourself.
you.
No, so it's not like what you were hoping for or expecting, at least. It doesn't seem to be that same lightning bypassing Karius's resistance.
The logic made sense in our heads.
Well, Karius is the one with the feet. You don't have the feet, but that's just mechanical talk. And at the moment, everyone's hugging Karius, so...
Maybe
Yeah.
we all need to let go and then do it.
We can't be nice to him. We have to beat him.
Mm.
we,
I mean,
we all just fucking like pile on Karius and just start kicking him to the ground.
I'd prefer you not to, personally.
I retract that. I was kidding.
damn. You swear you feel like a thrumming at the end of your hand, Karius. You swear you feel like lightning surging, getting ready.
I think it's almost like it wants a fight, I guess. Like, maybe it's not so much... But that doesn't seem like chaos. Maybe it's not so much chaos, but... Because what we've done isn't really chaotic. I mean, it's caused chaos, but that's not really been that. I've mostly just been running headlong into fights, so... And maybe it's more a sense of conflict, I guess.
You
Which
feel
would-
a spark suddenly surge from your hand as you say that.
Do we need to fight Karius? Is that what's happening?
Or either that or I need to become like a ultra peaceful person who doesn't go into any fights, and that will slowly make it want to go away. I think just join Kesh'an in his meditation and just try to...
Or it's like Elsie says, you learn to utilize it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Elsie
If,
seems
it,
to
if
think
it's
it's something
conflict, then we're planning on having a very big conflict once we get to the Shattered City. If you can learn
That's
to harness
true.
that, it might come in handy.
In which case, Elsie and Andy, Andy, you seem the most invested in this, and I imagine it might suit you. And Elsie, I'm guessing you came here looking for something. How would the two of you like to, at some point, join me on a little voyage to the elemental plane of water? could be a good place outside the tower to see if I can harness this power in, I guess, my goddess's own realm. Well, at least something attached to her realm. Still not fully sure how that works.
I would be delighted. It's been very long time since I got asked out on date.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You two have fun.
Yeah. You up for it as well, Andy? I know, being from the dry oasis, water's perhaps not your... Well, I don't know. If you like water, I don't think we've ever established that. I mean, obviously for drinking. Can you swim?
I'm learning.
Yeah.
I
Well-
can kind of do the puppy paddle.
Well, we can definitely work on that down there. I mean, with your necklace and I'm guessing Elsie, based on everything, your druidic magic, I'm guessing we should be able to. Me and Andy can breathe down there, and you can probably do something to help you breathe.
Yes, it's not a problem. I can breathe.
Yes. There's also all kinds
I
of
can-
weird
I
and
am
wonderful.
also- I am also turtle, so I can hold breath for at least an hour.
Ah, yeah. I didn't want to make the assumption just in case that was offensive.
I understand. It's not a...
Yeah. Plus, you
And
might
so
get a
where-
chance to make new animal companion friends.
So as Andy's talking and saying this, because where they're positioned, they're kind of still on the stairs there. I imagine, are they standing on the stairs to be like taller?
Yeah,
than
she was on the
everyone?
stairs.
Yeah, to be able to hug Karius at least.
Oh
it'd
yeah,
have to
she would
be.
have jumped down to do that, but
Yeah.
plunked herself on the
Okay.
stair after.
So Llyvelin, as you go back up the stairs, you suddenly feel a pang of pain, and give me a dexterity saving throw.
The stairs are a mimic!
Okay, that's actually a success. You feel yourself about to stack it and trip on the stairs. It's just as you pass Andy. And you're not sure whether it's her trying to trip you up. She's prone to a bit of mischiefs here and there, but it felt like a pain in the back of your head at the same time, like almost like a headache suddenly rushed in. And yeah, you nearly stacked it, but you catch yourself and
Dude,
you-
I know Andy can do psychic stuff, can't you?
I can.
yeah, you can actually, sort of. Can do psychic damage. Yeah, it's true.
Shenanigans.
And
I polymorph.
and you can make a polymorph straight up. I mean, you can if you want.
I will. For the shenanigans.
Okay.
If I think that this might have been Andy.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Andy, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh,
22.
Oh,
What? Oh wow, that was a high roll.
that was
So-
a high roll.
What was he going to turn him into?
I don't know, like a bunny rabbit or something.
Okay, so Andy, you swear for a moment, you feel ears growing out the top of your head, and you suddenly get a hankering for carrots, but then that suddenly washes away, and you realize Llyvelin's standing at the top of the stairs, casting a spell directly at you.
You win this one. And he
Ew.
goes to walk off. He's just like holding the back of his head, and he's just like, you win this one, and then he walks off.
Huh. I'm actually. I have a feeling I might know what's just happened, but I don't know if Karius is smart enough to work it out.
Okay. What do you think? Do you want to
So-
like roll an intelligence check?
Yeah, I guess in this case.
Okay.
Okay,
You-
possibly.
That's okay. What's your theory?
So, Llyvelin essentially took some of the lightning, and whilst he didn't absorb it necessarily, he at least took it in to be able to redirect it. So I'm wondering if that's imbued him with. Also, he took like multiple blasts from me. If maybe that's imbued him with some sort of maybe like residual energy. So as he was going away, it was trying to provoke a conflict by like making it seem like Andy did that in order to try to
Okay.
start a fight.
Interesting theory. I will say that you didn't actually feel, or I at least didn't mention anything in your body that would have hinted at that, like lightning or zapping or feeling of static electricity. You didn't feel any of that as Llyvelin passed Andy.
Okay.
But maybe that's definitely it is weird, a weird coincidence, that's for sure.
Yeah. But only when they passed Andy, so
Yeah.
but
Wait, I'm just going to quickly ask Jamey, where did you've moved Llyvelin over here? Where is Llyvelin? What is he doing in this corner? There's a ladder leant up against the wall. There's a couple of bags of flour and.
Oh, this ladder
What
doesn't
are you-
actually go anywhere.
It doesn't. No, it's just leant up
Oh,
against the wall.
Okay. He
Like, you
wouldn't have
moving
gone-
your token back and forth. Is that you trying to go up the ladder or go underneath it?
I thought the ladder was like another way to another level or something.
Ah, no. It's just leant up against the wall. There's enough of a triangle there that
Are we
it looked like
stuck
you were
in here?
moving.
Are we? Okay.
Okay, that's all I wanted to ask.
Is
Okay.
this
There's a set of
the
keys
mirror?
on the floor, yeah.
the mirror?
All the keys.
The doorway?
There's a mirror, yeah. There's a mirror in the corner. Doesn't seem to be a doorway. It seems to show your reflection.
Huh. Guys, I think
yeah.
Orly's left us in a room with no exit.
Maybe that's the. Is this a puzzle in itself?
Oh. Like I thought maybe the ladders would have like a trap door or something on
Alright,
top. Maybe the mirror.
doubt they would have put us in somewhere unless we had a way to communicate with them or something. So why don't we split up and search the room, see if we can find any clues or hints?
I will.
Hmm.
Keys though. If a
You
door
will what?
appears, the keys,
Yeah, what about the keys?
I pick them up.
Okay, you pick up
Is it-
a set of keys.
If a door appears, then go unlock something. Unless it unlocks this chest here.
They don't seem to fit the chest, no. Bizarrely.
Alright,
Does look like the keys just sort of are randomly haphazardly placed on the floor.
let's have a look. There's a book here. I'm gonna have a look at what's in this book. Try read. It looks like a book. I'm gonna try reading it.
Okay, I'll just ask you, Elsie, what book would you have been reading in your rocking chair?
It's probably an adventure story, to be honest. It's probably like a book of children's like adventure stories.
Okay. You pick it up. It seems to be quite a relatively new book. Like the
Yeah.
penmanship is still very clear. there's no fraying at the edges of the pages. Its cover is clean, and it's got that kind of flex to it. You know, when you open up a
Yeah.
book it hasn't been opened before, it's
Yeah.
kind of
Why-
creaks a little bit as
Why
you
am
open
I
it.
somehow imagining it'll be timey-wimey shenanigans to the extreme if this is Elravan's storybook that Llyvelin got published?
Maybe.
It's those worst stories
It's-
for his child originally, so...
It's a brand new book.
Hmm.
Oh, it feels
Okay.
like.
Probably not to do with that. There's an instrument here, Andy. Maybe playing the instrument does something like notes are called keys, right? Or is that just on a piano?
Keys are what you find on the piano.
Yeah.
And the key is also the, how do you say, almost like the accent of the music. Like
so-
how I have different accent from you guys.
yeah. Which
You guys
honestly,
have money and I don't.
I mean, honestly, I'm guessing I just took too much influence from the island kingdoms because we both grew up in the Clawed Coast, so the fact our accents are so starkly different is quite surprising. But so maybe playing an instrument and using the right accents, as you said, on it could be the key out of here, like in some weird sort of like Ridley way.
I have suspicions about this situation.
Okay.
I've noticed a few things.
Okay.
The shape of the room, for one thing.
Oh.
There are several things in this
Yeah.
room that could be associated with good luck and bad luck, and it's fully clever.
Yeah.
So there is a big crack on the floor. So, step on a crack, break your mother's back. We've got a mirror, which we could potentially smash. There's
got a horseshoe.
There's an umbrella, which we could open indoors.
Yeah.
What else have we got?
Are we trying to make bad luck happen? Or are we
Putting-
trying to make?
No, I'm looking at the room and I'm like,
Putting shoes on the bed, is that one? If I remember rightly.
Or is it shoes on the table?
Please
And then
don't
this
be
kind of
visible.
looks like a raven or blackbird.
I think those
Yeah.
are boots.
More boots.
Ah, no, boots.
Yeah, they're boots.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, new boots on new shoes on the table. Would be
They are
one.
brand new by the looks. Same with the
running,
book.
Running with
This is new.
scissors?
Like breaking the spine of a brand new book. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, running with scissors is a good one.
Elbows on the table, maybe, I guess.
So I'm gonna go over to the umbrella. I'm gonna open up the umbrella.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
Wait. Walking past someone on stairs is a
Oh.
sign, isn't it?
And
That's like
walking
a
under a
bad one.
ladder.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you were asking about the ladder, what I was doing with it.
Can you roll a wisdom
'cause-
saving throw for me, please? My Foundry's frozen.
You.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Eirina.
What else have we got in here?
Eirina.
Yes, please.
Oh, you're asking me?
No, I'm asking Kirstie.
I'm trying to think of ones for the kitchen stuff. Is there?
You know,
Don't
you know, guys.
Oh, Chris, you might have to do it for me, please.
Okay. Oh,
If-
I just made Kirstie an owner. You can do it now.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Thanks.
You know, guys, if we're gonna be here a long time, like longer than 7 years, and I guess it's okay for me to do this, and I slam the mirror.
Oh God. Oh yeah. you
Eirina
can
is
make-
absolutely mortified when you break the mirror. Like, she's horrified.
You
Why?
can make me a charisma saving throw, Llyvelin,
Why are you mortified of that?
because of reasons.
Because reasons.
Oh, that's okay. That's a fucking big success there. Woo! Oh man, that's close. All right, Llyvelin. When you smash this mirror, you feel your body kind of lift up off the ground as though it's about to be shot somewhere over the horizon, but you're quickly able to grab a hold of yourself, maybe even physically on the cabinet next to it, and cling onto it as shards of glass rain down around you. And it was quite the smash. It really felt like it exploded more than you broke it. And something else is strange. You can give me a perception check after that.
You don't realize that.
That's also really good. 24. The pieces of mirror on the floor are not reflecting the room. They seem to now that it's broken, seems to be reflecting something else entirely. And as you peer into them, maybe you have to like really get close and inspect a piece, but it looks like a thick bunch of like a really thick hedge. You would say that it's covered in like spiny thorns.
Oh.
A thick hedge with spiny thorns?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's just every way you look in a different direction, it's like you're looking into, like as if you're seeing through a bramble bush. Or
Is it reminding me of the one we went through from the Feywild to the material plane?
Exactly like that.
Oh. Of course,
Yes.
this is tied to the Feywild. If this is all about luck and bad luck.
What happened when Eirina put the umbrella up?
Yeah, so as Eirina opens up the umbrella, it feels like an errant gust of wind, even though there's no windows in here. It feels like it's about to grab a hold of you and lift you up out of the space, but that's a success. And you swear it was just all in your head. And as you kind of like shake it off for a moment, it still feels like there's a gust somewhere in the room. And you can make a perception check as well. Where is this gust coming from? Where is it going? Is a better question. Damn, that one. Oh, wait, that one. Roll me another wisdom save.
Rolling in that one in here is bad luck. That makes sense.
Yep. Oh, damn. Okay, you're good. You're good. You swear to God, as you're looking around, your eyes are getting dry from this gust of wind, and you're not sure why, but it seems to trigger what feels like a cascading sensation of bad luck. And what would happen? Tell me something unlucky that would happen to Eirina. I mean, in this case, I guess you succeeded anyway, so you're probably all right. But you can imagine something bad happening. What's the worst thing? I mean, it might be tied to the mirror that got smashed, in fact.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Either
say
the
that
mirror
then.
or she loses all her keys.
I will say the mirror, as that breaks, you swear you feel like your own form shattering into pieces. You look at your hand for a moment and see like the webbed cracks forming over your hand. And once again, that wisdom save is much too strong of a mental state to be affected. You kind of shake it off, blink a few times because the eyes are like dry from the wind, and you realize it's not real.
Okay.
Okay.
Does the clock appear to be working?
Yes, it should be. It's a grandfather clock that slowly ticks and chimes away.
So Karius is going to break the clock.
Okay.
So now broken clock is in a room is
you can
another
give me
bad omen.
a whiz. Oh yes, it is. Give me another wisdom save.
That's probably the lowest we've
14?
had.
Okay, we have finally got a low one. As Karius smashes the clock, the ticking ceases and a discordant chime echoes out from the mechanism breaking, and Karius is left standing there. What did you smash it with? Like a weapon or something?
What's he got on
Like a
him?
geode?
Yeah, I guess he just geode flails it. Why not?
He is mid-swing with his geode. Seems to be now frozen in time as he's standing there mid-swing. And who's... Okay, Karius, you can give me the perception check as that happens, even though you may now be frozen. We'll see what you can get. Oh, that's a much better one. Okay. To everyone else, the ticking has stopped, but somehow you can hear it in the room still, and it's not coming from the clock. How you communicate to where that is to the rest of the party, I'm not sure, but you know where the ticking is coming from. You can sense it. I'm not going to say what it is until you're somehow able to tell the rest of the party.
I suppose I don't actually know. Is Taklo with me technically?
I haven't seen Taklo around, but it could have been. Nothing stopping Taklo following you around.
Yeah, because if that was the case, because I can communicate with Taklo telepathically.
Yeah, you can actually.
So if I communicate with Taklo telepathically, whilst they can't speak, they can, with their limited telepathy, communicate simple ideas, and the location of a sound seems like a simple idea.
The ticking sound seems to be coming from this corner, where on the wall there is a horseshoe that is like hanging by some nails.
Right.
That was going to be my next guess, because horseshoes are usually hung above doors. But they have to be hung the right way.
So
yes.
Anybody else want to make some unlucky things happen?
Echo just stares at the ticking sound. They're probably not big enough really to interact with anything.
Yeah. So, though you can't hear any ticking, Eirina or Taklo, it's only in the mind of Karius for whatever reason. But you can inspect
the horseshoe
this.
was just in general going to be my next move because of the door thing.
Okay, well then you can
I
first
want
tell
to
me
turn
what
it
would you
round,
like to do.
upside down.
Turn it round. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. That is something that is bad luck for sure. Turning it the opposite way. You can. You can give me a strength saving throw. Let's make it interesting.
Strength.
Yep.
Strength.
You seem to be too good at wisdoms. Yeah, that's better. Okay. You suddenly feel a whack straight in your sternum, as though a horse has just rear-ended you, like kicked you in the stomach, send you flying across the room, skidding into the wall. And you're going to take 3d10 bludgeoning damage.
What?
Have you ever been kicked by a horse?
I mean, no, I'd rather not be kicked by a horse, thank you, but...
I feel like a rib's broken. After that, though, give me a perception check, Eirina, and I'll say you can roll with advantage, because you were right next to it. So roll that again. Little better, 14. You swear there was like a flash or some sort of magical emanation coming from the horseshoe, but you're not sure whether it was just because of that one moment or something else, but it was something flashy about that horseshoe for sure. And also you're prone on the floor.
Could I get back up and turn it over again?
You can. Give me another strength save though.
What, to put it the normal way round?
Yes, actually,
Okay.
for this particular occasion. Oh god, a second round. Oh god, this time kicked upside the head. That's gonna leave a bruise. Eirina goes sliding across the floor again, crashes against the side of the room, and screw it, why not? You can roll another perception check.
I was going to
At
say, did it do it
advantage.
again?
Roll with advantage.
Oh,
Yeah. Because it is the thing. Okay, all right. There are little holes in the horseshoe, right, where you would actually like.
put the
It
nails
seems
in.
to be hanging. Yeah, where it's hanging from. Yeah, and some of them are glowing. Like there's some of them are like actually lit up, very faintly, and others are not. And you can probably count about. Let's see here. At least 4 of them are lit up.
Okay. How many are left?
We count. And there's like another 12.
12? Alright. Someone needs to stand on the crack. Someone needs to go under the ladder. We need to put the boots on the table. What else we got?
Run with scissors.
Run with scissors.
There's an omen about like if you cut into bread and find an air pocket, or if you gift someone a knife, that's another one.
You're doing all these. You're doing all of these in quick succession, Llyvelin.
Yeah, I'll do the ones over here. I'll just.
Oh,
Is
I
the-
see Taklo stepping on the crack.
Yep.
Taklo can give me a dex save.
Is it unlucky? Is it unlucky to crack
Taklo.
crack a spine of a book or something?
Yeah, that was mentioned earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taklo steps on the crack and breaks their back, and Taklo is like squirming on the floor in agony. They're basically restrained, if not dead. If I think, I mean, how
They
much
have
damage
7
does breaking
HP.
the back do? Okay, I think they're dead. You hear them step on it, and then quite literally hear a snap sound, and it sounds like bone being cracked, and Taklo it's just like ah, and then pops out of existence. Poor Taklo. Died for us.
He's big through us.
Llyvelin, you step through the okay. Give me a dex save, Llyvelin.
Oh, that was almost the 17.
You end up kicking the ladder out accidentally as you step through it, and it seems to drag down the wall, and
I feel like
lands on your head.
Yeah, I probably catch it with my hook and accidentally hook onto one of the rungs. I'm going.
Good lord. Then immediately after that, it sounds like a shelf above topples down, and a great deal of fall damage lands on you. Let me roll some bludgeoning damage.
Fall
yeah.
damage, you say? Not if I feather fall. No.
These things are just basic objects, pots, pans, kitchenware, tong, clang, clang, lands on your head. Practically a whole bunch of scaffolding just collapsed on you. You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage. You're seeing though more of these light up on the horseshoe. Another 2.
Is there something to do with wine, like breaking a new bottle or smashing a bottle or?
Spilling wine, I think, is a sign of a bad luck. Pouring wine.
Oh, if it's to do with the Feywild, wouldn't something like that be bad manners in a sense?
As it happens, there is a goblet of wine already on the table. Yeah, there is actually.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that? I undo a new bottle.
Yep.
And
You
spill it on the.
uncork it. Spilling it on the floor doesn't seem to do anything.
I smash the bottle.
That doesn't do anything either.
Try shaking a bottle, maybe?
I get a new bottle and I shake the bottle.
Okay. Doesn't seem to do shit.
I smash it on the watermelon.
Try
You're just
pouring
making
it
a mess.
pouring it with your left hand.
No.
I can only
can do
pour it
that
with
as well.
one hand. What do you want me to do, Karius?
Garrett's literally can't communicate any of this. I can't. I'm
this-
frozen in time.
True.
Oh, sorry.
Whilst Llyvelin, you can roll me maybe a history check. Is there some sort of superstition surrounding wine? There's also beer bottles as well, I'll say as well. Oh. Okay. The only other clue around the rest of the room is that there is already a goblet of wine on the table. And you can ask Elsie if they were drinking that. But it is just seemingly left there.
Is it bad manners to have wine in a goblet? When like it's supposed to be like ale or
Elsie
Wine,
will drink whatever's in the goblet.
or is it drinking someone else's drink or something like that? I don't
Oh, okay. No, Elsie, you can drink this, but Llyvelin, you did get a success. I was just seeing if you pick up on it, but maybe this is a very obscure one.
There's one about not toasting in vessels that aren't made of glass.
That could be it. But also, you've got a new fresh wine out, right? You just opened one up. You've shaken it up, and there's already someone else's wine in the room, and you're not sure. None of these bottles look to be open already. They're all new. So you're kind of questioning who or where did that wine come from. There's no other disposed of wine bottles in the room. And so if someone was, as Elsie's drinking it, it is quite delicious, Elsie. It is a very fine wine. Clearly, Terig's imported it. And maybe you'd want some more.
I go around the crack, by the way. Been done.
Okay.
Is it empty? Did she drink it to empty? Or is there still some in?
No, let's say you just took a sip of it, Elsie. You don't down wine. What are you, a monster?
Apparently, there's a belief that if an unmarried woman finishes the last drops of wine from a bottle, she will remain single. That's a thing.
Well, that one's weird.
But
no, let's just.
I pour a bit of the wine in the mug.
Yep. As soon as you do that, I guess Elsie can make a Constitution save. You're the one who drank it.
I'm so confused at this. I've not heard of this one.
Yeah, I can't even find this by Googling.
Pouring alcohol into a glass with another drink already in it. So if like mixing a beer with another beer or pouring a wine into another wine is considered unlucky.
Wow. That was just like any party I went to in my early 20s.
Yeah. I mean that would
explains all the
explain a lot.
rolls. Yes. Oh god. Okay, Elsie,
Uh,
you suddenly feel nauseous as that wine suddenly turns sour in your stomach and you are poisoned.
blow the horn
Not
in
very, very good.
Look,
It's not very good.
Sorry. Bad hospital, I guess. I put the wine bottle down. Blowing a horn indoors, maybe? And I blow the horn?
Love how we're just guessing at random things. The
I mean-
horn is actually not a horn. It's a
Drinking horn.
goblet. Yeah, it's a drinking horn.
Oh.
And that's got beer in it, I think.
I'm gonna
Yes.
put the boots on the table.
Yeah, probably should do that.
Placing keys on a table is meant to be another one.
And put the keys on the table because I'm holding it then. I guess.
Yeah, the
Well,
keys
they're on
and the
the hook.
boots are both one. So who's doing this one? Is it Elsie or Eirina?
It's probably Eirina.
Okay.
It's keys, of course. Well, actually, I'm surprised Eirina didn't go straight for the keys.
As Eirina does that, I'll go to hand Eirina the keys by putting them on the table. There you go. You like keys.
This
You
is a
like
double
keys.
whammy. But yeah, you can both roll me wisdom saves.
Eek.
Oof. Oof. They're both
Eesh.
bad. What? Okay.
I have good wisdom.
Jeez. Yeah. As you're both putting keys and boots on the table at the same time. What terrible luck suddenly imparts upon you? You can come up with this one. I had not considered what bad things happen to you if you put boots on the table.
All I can imagine is it's related to shoes, so I step on like a nail or a pin.
God, okay. And Llyvelin, the
Oh,
keys on the table.
God. I guess similar to like Karius, but not in his time sense. I feel all my joints lock up.
Okay. Yeah. So like Llyvelin is basically paralyzed at this point.
Like I locked my keys locked my joints.
I like that. Yeah. You can't reach for the keys anymore. You've just locked your whole body in place. As for Eirina, probably more piercing damage. Okay, here you go. Take 15 points of piercing damage. Taking a real beating here.
It's fine. I have just noticed
And
the
your
time, by the way, guys.
Oh yeah, same. To
Yeah.
be honest. Well, I think how many was that? That was a lot. Oh, you cracked the spine on the book as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who rolled that? Roll a con save. We're right at the end here. I think you've done nearly 12.
There's one involving brooms.
I want to break a string on the lute as well.
Yep, that's another one. That is
That would,
unlucky.
definitely be, that would be definitely something Andy should have done.
Oh yeah.
Okay, sure. I'm guessing Kirstie's headed off already.
No, she's here,
yeah.
but she's
Oh,
half.
okay. Just flagging. Okay. Yeah, I guess roll a deck save for Andalee, because that will be as a string breaks, it like whips you in the head.
I have
And at
done
this
that,
point,
it
the horseshoe is almost glowing
Just a
bright
minute.
at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take forever to come back up.
Who's running with scissors as well?
It's gonna have to be
one.
irate.
Hey.
Okay, that's all right. Andy's used to this. They actually dodge out of the way as the string whips around.
We'll have Elsie run with the scissors.
Oh no, she doesn't go very fast.
Exactly.
Give me a deck save with Elsie. Just hope she doesn't fall into them.
Don't run the scissors.
Not-
What other
15?
20 objects?
It's not a save. Unfortunately, Elsie does trip, ends up getting stabbed stabbed with the scissors. She is one of the blades goes right into her eye, and it's really, really bloody now.
Oh god.
No.
Oh, no, that's a bit harsh in the eye.
Yep, it's unlucky. She's blinded and poisoned now.
That is one of the things that's potentially at risk if you run with scissors, I think.
I know it is, but she's an old lady.
Yeah.
Her eyesight's been up great already.
If Karius ever gets out of his time lock, he'll heal.
It's alright. I think with that, although I'm losing count, the spine on the book, whoever rolled that can roll me a con save.
That was
whoever opened
Karius,
that.
I believe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that was me before we did all of this, so I'll roll the con save. I'm good at those, so... Shouldn't be too
19, okay, yeah. Feels like maybe it did happen and you didn't feel anything, but...
Yeah.
Your own spine kind of clicked into place. Might have been from that hug from Elsie. She's a stronger lady than you thought. When she hugged you, it kind of like knocked her vertebra into place. Okay, well, I think, unless you can think of anything to do with the strange meat on the table, which appears to be a particular type of meat.
Looks like steak.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Well, actually, it's not. You can roll a medicine or an investigation check and figure out what meat that is.
I've just actually gone through, and I think we've actually done 13.
Okay, have you?
We've done 14.
Okay, that's goat meat. You can tell, Eirina.
Goat meat.
Goat meat, yes.
I have no idea in regards to one involving goat meat. What? You're pulling out some really obscure ones here. I mean, there's there's a couple involving a broom. Like, one is involving, like, sweeping under someone's feet, and one is considering sweeping towards the front door.
And depending on which way up you store it as well.
Yeah.
Do you do anything with the goat meat, Eirina? It's obviously here for a reason, but...
What do you do with goat meat? I mean...
What do you do with goat meat?
I mean, you eat it.
I'm not eating raw goat meat. Are you crazy?
I mean,
you can cook it up if you want.
Apparently, if a woman eats goat meat, it's a bad luck thing.
It's so fucking stupid.
If
it's
women
one of the weirdest
eat
superstitions.
Goat meat, they will start to grow hair on their faces and develop a stubborn attitude, apparently.
What?
Yeah. It's
Very
from
strange,
Rwanda.
Right?
I will use the cantrip, create a bonfire, and I will cook the meat before I eat it.
Okay, sure. You cook it up, you eat it. You can roll a con save.
I grow a beard.
You grow a beard. Actually, yeah, you do. Eirina, that's a fail. You grow this massive bushy beard.
Oh, great.
And it looks just like
Dad.
It's like a goatee. And you find your
Of course it is.
I think there's one more. I count one more because it was 4 plus another 12. So you needed 16 or something.
Okay, so there's...
Would make sense.
Isn't
to do
like the
13.
watermelon one where you have to smash it open?
Actually, there is something to do with the watermelon, but you could do whatever you want with it, Eirina. You want to smash it open?
Oh, wait, is it eating the watermelon seed?
Maybe.
That's one,
Up to you.
right?
The other one I might think of is if there's salt in the room, I could throw that on the floor because spilling salt and not throwing it over your left shoulder is bad luck.
Yeah, spilling salt. There's the broom one. Leaving wet towels on the floor. That's just a bad habit in general.
Well, there is a bathtub with towels, and there is
Yeah.
water in the tub.
Sure, let's go do that one. That seems a
Okay.
lot more.
Yep, you can roll one last deck save, Eirina.
And if you fail, you drown. I don't know. All been pretty
You
extreme.
slip. You throw it on the floor, and as you look towards the horseshoe, which you're pretty sure is fully lit up at this point, you end up slipping on the towel, and you take.
Yeah.
I can't in my right mind give you more than 2d6 bludgeoning damage, and that does bloody you though, at least, I think, on nearly.
Yeah.
What's your heart? What's half your HP?
Apparently, leaving the rocking chair empty should have technically been one, as an empty rocking chair is a sign of bad luck. Apparently.
That's right. Empty rock. You rock an empty rocking chair is bad luck.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think you've definitely done enough to fill up all the unluck in the room. And you start to see the horseshoe is like vibrating as though it's some sort of magnet pulling in all the unluck, and effectively, the room seems to release those who are paralyzed or stuck in time, as it's basically overloaded at this point. There's so much bad luck in the room that it is effectively just overloaded and surging. And anyone want to do anything with it?
Let's turn it again.
Yeah, Karius will go over and attempt to turn it.
Turn it one more time.
Yeah.
And give me one last strength save, and then you'll find yourself. Yep, that tracks. You take. Actually, this was like 3d10, not 5d6. Everyone this time, though, not just Karius, feels a massive kick as it literally boots you out of the room and back out into. What do we chuck you? Let's just chuck you back in here. As you are kicked back out of the room, you're still holding the horseshoe. You kind of land on your asses. You're pretty injured from that hit as well. Feels like you cracked a rib. Llyvelin's still stuck, paralyzed. I think poor Elsie is still like bleeding from an eye and has stomach problems. But otherwise, you're all okay, and you have a horseshoe which has an immense amount of bad luck all stored up within it.
Okay. Llyvelin, I'm hoping paralysis is worn off of Llyvelin now, as I'm attempting to heal. Oh god, what the hell's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, Master Wound from Elsie.
Oh, okay. It's gonna heal up everyone. That's nice of her. But effectively, that will end the puzzle, and end the session. I think is a good place to end it. But effectively, you now have a magic item that has a huge amount of unluck stored up within it.
So get Llyvelin to identify it.
Yep.
I shall.
You can identify it. It is a attunement item, but it gives you the bend luck feature from the sorcerer, the wild mage sorcerer.
But in the negative
subclass.
aspect, I'm guessing. So you can like give bad luck to them.
Yeah, you can only use it to inflict a penalty when you expend a charge, releasing some of the stored up unluck to roll a d4 and add it to the total penalty. So you can stack that with like Bane or whatever.
Okay.
And it doesn't restore charges by the normal means. It doesn't go like, once per day you recharge 1d6.
I'm guessing you have to do something unlucky.
You restore charges when you roll a natural 1 on a attack or saving throw.
You know, Karius actually looks at this and is just like, it might be quite lucky that we've got this. This could be quite useful with the primordial. It's an extra way to weaken it.
But yeah, little fun, funky item for you there. You can use all the bad luck that you just inflicted upon yourselves now on other people. But that is where we should wrap up tonight. Did go way over, but at least it was a nice chill session today.
Yeah. So for those watching, thank you for watching. For those playing, thank you for playing. Those watching, join us on Sunday for the Icewind Trackers. Monday for the Jumping Junipers, Tuesday for the Mistaken, and is Wednesday still going? Because I know they were nearing their finale, so I don't know if it still is.
And we're taking a little 2-week break, and then we'll do an epilogue.
Okay.
So we're back on the
10th. So, and we'll be back next Friday, I believe. So, bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.